Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
Max Gear is a high-performance synthetic gear oil designed to provide maximum protection to heavily loaded gear. Slippery synthetic molecules and center look additive package not only reduce wear, they virtually eliminate both gear and bearing wear. We run 1,000 horsepower through our transmission and differential all season long and never have a problem. Eliminate a variable. Drift with Royal Purple Max Gear. Pour purple, Royal Purple. You can find Max Gear at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
モータースポーツで得た高度な技術を全てのレイズホイール一本に込める魂は永遠に変わらない。ビヨンド・ザ・レボリューション。ザ・コンセプト・イズ・レーシング。
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack.
They're absolutely shredded now.
That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from podium
What a performance.
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
NGK, the leader in high-ignitability spark plugs, is proud to announce the launch of its Mod Performance Ignition Coils. Designed and built for performance, Mod Coils feature custom primary and secondary windings to increase output and performance. Mod Coils provide maximum levels of dielectric strength, voltage insulation, and durability. Level up like the pros. Choose Mod Performance Ignition Coils from NGK, the official coil sponsor of the Formula Drift Pro Spec class.
Formula Drift is brought to you by Toyota, let's go places. Royal Purple, the official engine oil of Formula Drift, the synthetic expert. Rockstar Energy, the official energy drink of Formula Drift. This is Formula Drift, what we call the throwdown, the battle in Seattle. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, boys.
The excitement is just palpable. You ready to rock? That guy's ready to shred. Oh no! Unleash the Kraken. And here we go. Let's send it!
So we got the win, mother. Let's go!
That is all she wrote. An amazing event. Chelsea Denofa gets the win. Wow, look at this backdrop here. Love it up here in the PNW. To be specific, this is Evergreen Speedway, playing host to round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship Type S Throwdown, presented by AutoZone. Round 6 of 8. We have Utah, we got Irwindale, and we will have a champion. October 19th, 2024. We will see who our 2024 champion is. Will it be James Dean? Will it be Frederick Osborne? Will it be Odie Bogshis? We don't know, but we do know is we are about to throw down here in Seattle. We got a packed house. It's pretty much sold out. So if you see a little space in between you, yeah, it's sweaty, but we're ready. We're ready to party. That's right. So without further ado, we begin our United States Air Force opening ceremonies. I'm Jared Dienda, myself, Jacob Gettins. We're going to be your tour guide alongside Lorette Nickel. Lorette Nickel's actually down in the pits. She's going to be getting all the dirt down there in the action. First and foremost, you can see down there on the track, the young men and women in front of you have made a commitment to serve in our United States Air Force. To honor their commitment, please stand while Lieutenant Colonel Natasha Chern issues the oath of enlistment. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're really excited to have you here with us today. Today is an important day for the future airmen behind me. They are going to be part of the United States Air Force. They have, yes, thank you. Can we get? It is not an easy call to answer, and they have answered that call. And to get to this point, they have done so much to show the Air Force that they are ready to be future airmen. So without further ado, thank you as I give the oath of enlistment. All right. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. All right. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much to Lieutenant Colonel Natasha Chern. Now, please remain standing. And if you could kindly remove your hats for our national anthem. The honor guard is Joint Base Lewis McCord Honor Guard. The anthem singer is Senior Airman Lucero. Down to you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Senior Airman Lucero, Joint Base Lewis McCord, Honor Guard, and of course the young men and women committing themselves to the United States Air Force, and Lieutenant Colonel Natasha Chern. Again, I'm Jared Deenda. Are you guys ready to send it? Seattle, make some noise. Stomp your feet, clap your hands. Let's get loud. Our United States Air Force opening ceremony begins with the introduction of the 16 drivers. 15 vehicles are out there, 16 drivers, 1 car being worked on. Are you ready to meet your drivers here in the top 16, round 6 of the Type S Throwdown, presented by AutoZone. We start and kick things off with the first car parked. Piloting that field suspension S15 on GT radial tires, it is Odie Bakshis. Moving on down the line, this gentleman is out for a podium spot on top of the box. Coming to us from the Bay Area, he pilots that Borla exhaust, Heatwave GT radial, lean customs, the beast from the Bay, 777, Matt Field. Coming to us from Japan. Hats on backwards, he's built for speed. The Up Garage ISR Performance Jerry Yang Racing 86. Say hello to Kazuya Taguchi. He's dabbing on him. Oh boy. When you throw the dab, you know what's gonna happen. This young man, and I literally mean that, not just because he's younger than me, but he's 14 years old, making history at our previous round of competition, the youngest driver ever to podium. He wants to better that with the win. Another Jerry Yang Racing pilot, Ajuka Racing GT Radio 86 from Japan, Hiro Manoa. Moving on down the line, what's the 411? Well, here's the info. It's a Toyota GR Corolla, Rain-X, Nitto Tires, Race Service, Mobile One, from New Hampshire, Rockstar Energy Drink pilot. It is Ryan Turk. The electricity is palpable. Moving on down from Southern California, the Nexen Tires, LS-powered BMW Clone X 999, it is Trenton Beecham. He's got the support of the United States Air Force on his side. Those that just had the depth swear. United States Air Force, Las Vegas' own Sorensen Motorsports. 20 years young, Brandon high-flying Sorensen. Always a crowd favorite, a new car. He said it was over in St. Louis. He fought back. Him and his team, 2 weeks, strapped this thing together. Always a crowd favorite, looking cool, looking clean with the Heatwave visual, sunglasses, Drift HQ, LZ Manufacturing, BC Racing. Make some noise for simply 2 letters his last name, Adam LZ. Next up, the Pride of Paducah. So cool, you can't even stare at it too long. You might go blind because it's that cool. This Cadillac XLR, again from Paducah, Kentucky. Well, let's make some noise for the one, the only Cash Racing, Cash Money ATM, Jonathan Hurst. Got his family, got his kid, he's got all the support, and he's got the support there of the weapons. That's right, the weapon of mass destruction, the Reap. And we are looking at this Nissan 350Z. Here he is on Kenda Tires. It is Alec Robbins. Coming to us from Dominican Republic, Dominican's finest, the LTH Mobile One Toyota GR86, flying that Dominican flag high and tight. Make some noise for Jonathan Castro. Originally from Pacific Northwest, Southern California, now residing in Florida. Regardless, this gentleman is always down to have a good time. Party out back, shake that mullet out, brother, as we have the Sun X Tools, Rad Industries Mark IV, Toyota Supra. It is Radical Rat Dan Burkett. Next up, a 3-time Formula Drift champion, currently 100-plus points in the lead. Oh, wait, hold on. We got another Irishman. What are you doing, brother? Where's your car at? He's the king of Riga. Most recently, winner in Drift Masters, a Formula Drift rookie. Definitely not a rookie in drifting. He's going for it. He got a win earlier this season. Make some noise. Another Irish pilot for the Red Bull BMW. It is Connor Shanahan. Woo. All right, now we move on to the other Irishman. Again, he leads in Drift Masters. He's leading here, 100-plus points, 3-time champion. He pilots that AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD, Pennzoil lubricants, Optimum batteries, HK spark plugs. Here he is, James the Machine Dean. Another Southern California pilot. This guy looks like he's ready to party and have a suit. Got party shirts, party hat, and this guy definitely likes to party with a big drift energy. Evil Auto Works, Nissan 350Z. What kind of song, what kind of dance, what you got for us? Let's see it. Jeff Jones.
Hey, ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Left, right, left, left, right, left, right.
Bye. Nailed it. I was going to say that to his competition. High fives for Jeff Jones and his team. Last but definitely not least, another 3-time champion. He's in the hunt for a 4th just alongside James Dean. He's going to be ripping and tearing that Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra on Nitto tires. He is the one, the only chiseled jaw from Norway, Fredrik, the Norwegian Hammer Asbo. Thank you so much for joining us out here, joining me over in the booth, taking a look and meeting your name, Staff Sergeant Woodley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, you were at 05 Sonoma. You are a drift fan.
Yes, I was. I am. I love drifting. Like, to be here in Seattle, sitting up here with you, like, seeing all my favorite. I'm hyped.
Dude,
I'm hyped. I got my family here. Like,
I love it.
This is a dream right here.
Good, man. Well, thank you for all that you do for the United States Air Force. What do you do in the Air Force, and how long you been in?
So I have been in just about 12 years, and also too. So right now I'm a recruiter. But before that, I did logistics, working with explosives. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let me see your.
I got all my hands. I got everything.
All appendages are there.
Of course.
Obviously you're good at your job. If somebody wanted to get involved in the United States Air Force, how would they do that? Either locally or obviously across the country.
So airforce.com if you're anywhere around the country, around the world. If you're in the local area, reach out to local recruiter. Just hop on Google, find us, airforce.com. I'm actually a local recruiter here in Bonnie Lake, Washington, so shout out Washington.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, just come find us. We're more than welcome to give you guys the information, talk to you about the opportunities, because it changed my life 12 years ago. And
cool.
I'm happy to be here.
Did you apply like the GI Bill and got the education, all that stuff?
So the GI Bill actually is going to my kids. So
yep,
you can actually transfer that. So yeah, 2 years of college, both to my daughter and my son who are here today, along with my wife. Shout them out. I've just been able to use that. I'm using my tuition assistance right now to work towards my bachelor's degree in human resources. So Air Force has been amazing.
You're amazing, man. I love you came up here. You're like, dude, I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. And guess what? Now you get to just chill.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And you said you're a Forsberg fan. Unfortunately, he's not in.
Yes. Shout out. He signed my Bad as a Hell earlier today. So thank you, Chris.
Drift Alliance.
Drift Alliance, man. Von Gittin, Forsberg throwing it back in the day with the S chassis, because I'm an S chassis guy.
Heck yeah.
So just loving these cars and the progression that it's been. Seeing it from street cars to these cars now. It's awesome.
I love it. Thank you so much, Staff Sergeant Woodley.
Awesome.
United States Air Force opening ceremony. The party continues here at Evergreen Speedway. Don't go anywhere. Formula Drift, what we call the throwdown, the battle in Seattle. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, boys.
The excitement is just palpable. You ready to rock? That guy's ready to shred. Oh no! Unleash the Kraken. And here we go. Let's send it!
We got the win, motherfucker. Let's go!
That is all she wrote. An amazing event. Chelsea Denofa gets the win. Woo-wee! That's right, we're about to get it going here. Type S Throwdown presented by AutoZone. We are live at Evergreen Speedway, just north of Seattle, a little town called Monroe, Washington. We've been coming here for 10 plus years. Love this track, love this venue. It's sold out. I mean, there's hardly a seat in the stands. So if you're in the stands, get a little closer. We're all Formula Drift fans. It might be a little stinky, but guess what? It's about to get a lot stankier up in here because this is round 6 of 8. We've made our way from Long Beach to Atlanta, Orlando, right? And here we are in Seattle. We still have Utah, and we still have the House of Drift. October 19th, 2024 Formula Drift champion will be crowned at the House of Drift, Irwindale, California. We are your tour guides. I'm Jared Dienda. Joining me here up in the booth is Mr. Teal Took, Blue Beanie, Barbecue Slayer, Diesel Destroyer. Again, the hits keep coming. Jacob Gens, host of the AutoZone podcast, jumping on full time for the Pro Championship this year. Matt Sopa does Pro Spec, but also we're bringing another member of our team here in a little bit. Jacob, good, clean, tidy 32. Little clinical, a couple one more times to spice things up. But overall, I love this track because you really have to bring all of it here.
Yeah, you need to have a ton of horsepower. You need to have a car that can snap to angle quickly. You've got to have great brakes to slow the car down. A couple of different techniques that you can use, and we saw everything on display. A little bit of contact, a little bit of controversy, a little bit of one more time.
A little bit of Monica on your side?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a number 5. So, no, this track, I mean, it's awesome. The fans are incredible, and I didn't realize just how many Canadians showed up, and that gets me so pumped. I've had so many people come by and say hi, and it's been amazing. And just look at this, sold out, so amazing.
Sold out
for everybody here.
Hey, all
there
the
it
Canadians
is.
there. Where are my Canadians at? Make some noise. All right, hey, you know what? Everybody, stand up at the same time. Everybody, stand up, make some noise, get loud. We are live around the world. Come on now, make some noise. Yeah, there we go. Stomp your feet, get wild. So taking a look at the round of 32 earlier today, James Dean notably, a 3-time champion, leads. He has 3 wins. He has 13 podiums in a row. And I'm talking outside of Formula Drift, most recently in Riga, in Latvia just last weekend. He got in the box, he got second, only to Connor Shanahan, who's here as well. But James Dean, can he be stopped?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, he pushes those cars so hard and does so many incredible things with it, but he has been crushing it. Same as Odi Bakshi, sitting in second right now. Does have a little bit of a gap to pull up of about 100 points, but he's still in the running. But Simon Olsen, his teammate, went out early. So.
Peace out. Jeff Jones gets the advancement, but there's Odi Bakshi. He's talking about Odi earlier and how well he has done. And just, again, another driver that has been a bridesmaid, never a bride. He wants to put a ring on it, baby. He wants that big, heavy metal trophy. All the other ones, carbon fiber throughout the season, but the championship trophy is metal and heavy because of all the work he put in. Taking a look at Frederick Osbo, signed, sealed, delivered. Made quick work of Kyle Mohan. A mistake by Mohan just really sealed it in for Frederick Osbo, but he's going for another. Ooh, look at that.
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even see it.
No.
Exactly.
Going for a bit of a tail stall there.
Federico Sharifo, and again, 14 years old, Manoa. Hiro Manoa, a great piece. I mean, what a ledge, just making history in St. Louis.
Yeah, coming in, really shaking things up, coming with a style that's it's been a little bit tricky for a lot of drivers to adapt to, but he's doing everything the drivers want, or all the judges want, and everyone's got to adapt.
Yeah, the crowd erupted when I said his name in the driver introduction. Here is our top 16 bracket. We go 16 to 8 to 4. Third place is dictated by, you can see the number next to their name. That is their seating position. So say James Dean gets to the Final Four, he loses in the Final Four, he would get third, theoretically. So obviously he wants to better that. But some great battles here. Shanahan, Castro. I mean, we are really talking about championship now. We always bring it up, but now it is really coming down to the wire. And James Dean in dominant fashion, over 100-point lead. A lot of eyeballs on him. He will be our first battle out of the gate with Jeff Jones.
Yeah, this is going to be do or die for anybody that is below James Dean right now. They're going to be rooting for Jeff Jones. There is no bigger fan of Jeff Jones than Oni Bakshi's right now, or Frederick Osbo.
Right.
They are still.
Look at Manoa.
And here Manoa, yeah, 4th place. Now, Simon Olsen obviously going in the top 32. That's going to drop him down the rankings. But if James Dean pulls off another crazy event here, that championship will very quickly start to fade away for the rest of the drivers. Yeah. But this mid-pack is really the craziest part to watch here. From 10 and up, the point spread is so tight. Anybody goes anywhere in this, I mean, it's going to throw everything for a loop.
Yeah, Gucci, Dylan Hughes notably are out. Forsberg's out, RCP. Also, yeah, Taylor Hull, he got knocked out earlier. So it's quite a few shakeups here in 32, and that's the climate of where Formula Drift is at. It really can be anybody's game. So beautiful weather, a little warm for the Pacific Northwesters up here, but overall, I'll take this over rain. There's 100%. No rain in the forecast, I'll tell you that right now. But again, we'll get this over by dinner time, and we're going to have one heck of a good time here. Round 6 of the Formula Drift Championship. Walk us through the massive outer zone, how gravelly it is, it eats up tires, but also what are the judges looking for?
Yeah, so right off the line, we've got a really nice run up here before one of the biggest outer zones of the entire event, outside zone 1. They come off the bank. Judges want them holding as much speed as possible into outside zone 2, and then they can decel with the transition using the angle of the car to slow it down. You see that red section on the track. But that is fading. It is not an abrupt stop. Gentle slow down to outside zone 3. Fire it in for inside clip 1. Push the car out nice and wide for outside zone 4. You know, touch the wall a little bit. Give the fans a bit of a show. Got all the smoke eaters there in the corner, ready to go. Looking at outside zone 4 as we get this beautiful drone shot of an incredible facility.
Yeah, I love this track. You really have to bring it all just on how fast and how rock solid you need to be. You know, basically, who do you have your money on? Who you're placing your bets? Well, guess what? You can literally bet on Formula Drift. Go ahead and scan that QR code, scan to sign up, bet now. So you're watching it, tune in, and get tuned up. You know, I got 5 on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put it out there. So Formula Drift, scan to sign up, bet, and potentially win. Again, a lot of things going down here. Really excited to see how this season ends up, but I just love the energy here. We had a pretty stout halftime break, about 3 hours, so it was a good opportunity to engage with some of the fans, cruise the pits, head on by Type S's booth, and head over to K&N. And our judges, they got to get kind of, you know, they analyze things. It's so funny. Like, we go on break and we, you know, during the we're talking about
drifting.
We just talk about drifting. Like, we talk more like, I don't know, what are there they are. Brian Egger, Reese Marin, Robin Ishida. Say hi to the camera. Robin Ishida, Bushido Blade, the Ocho, rocking hard, and the Colombian. Can we call you Colombian? I think you're the Colombian.
Pretty cool guy.
Yep. All right, when we come back, a sold-out crowd is going to be electric because this is Type S Throwdown, presented by AutoZone. Don't go anywhere. I'm Jared Deanna, Jacob Gettins. We'll bring in Lorette Nickel here in just a little bit. Woo! We'll be right back here from Evergreen Speedway, just outside Seattle in Monroe, Washington.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
Max Gear is a high-performance synthetic gear oil designed to provide maximum protection to heavily loaded gears. It's slippery synthetic molecules and center look additive package not only reduce wear, they virtually eliminate both gear and bearing wear. We run 1,000 horsepower through our transmission and differential all season long and never have a problem. Eliminate a variable. Drift with Royal Purple Max Gear. Pour Purple, Royal Purple. You can find Max Gear at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
モータースポーツで得た高度な技術、すべてのレイズホイール一本に込める魂は永遠に変わらない。ビヨンドザレボリューション。ザ・コンセプト・イズ・レーシング。
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack.
Absolutely shredded now.
That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from podium
What a performance.
to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
NGK, the leader in high-ignitability spark plugs, is proud to announce the launch of its Mod Performance Ignition Coils. Designed and built for performance, Mod Coils feature custom primary and secondary windings to increase output and performance. Mod Coils provide maximum levels of dielectric strength, voltage insulation, and durability. Level up like the pros. Choose Mod Performance Ignition Coils from NGK, the official coil sponsor of the Formula Drift Prospect class.
There it is. The stage is set. The canvas is the track. The paintbrush is the cars and the tires, and the artists are the drivers. So we're about to create some art here.
Make some art,
dude. Heavy metal, dude. And there is James the Machine Dean pulling up to the line in that AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5 FD. He's going against Jeff Jones. And look at how dominant he is over the last 3 years. This is from 2021 till now. These guys have never, and Jeff said these, I've been waiting for this, but look at 77% winning percentage.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Wins, yeah. Three-quarters of every battle he's been in, he's won.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah, statistically speaking, James Dean is a hard man to beat, hence the name of the machine. So James Machine Dean, he will lead. Jeff Jones, give him a shot. All right, man, he is absolutely roasting those Nitto tires right out of the gate. And locked and loaded, big angle from him, sticks it to the wall. And you got to think that, you know, he hasn't seen a battle yet today or this weekend. Oh! James Dean overcooks it. Outside zone 1 goes beyond 2. That's going to be that's an incomplete. Like literally, Jeff Jones doesn't even need to complete this. What the heck happened? Absolutely to the point. Overcooked it, has not seen a head-to-head battle, and you called it. Freddie, Odie, everybody else is a Jeff Jones fan right now, trying to knock him off the pedestal. 13 podiums in a row. Again, that includes Formula Drift, but not exclusive to Formula Drift.
Yeah, I'm just flabbergasted at what happened here, because it was strange. Right out of the gate, he was already smoking the tires, which I was like, that's super strange from James Dean. But look at the speed he's got here. And then he gets back into the wall, but it moves very awkwardly when it happens. And then from the rest of the run, I mean, James looks like he's got things dialed, but that transition was super weird. I mean, just at the end of the bank, the car made a really crazy movement, and I really don't know how.
Sticks it to
Let's see if we can spot it right here. Watch the rear end. Yeah, something.
Did he bump the wall and it kind of threw him off?
I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is just like the buildup of rubber at that point, like the marbles, but I believe they cleaned the track off in between, so that really shouldn't be the case.
I mean, it's the first run. I feel like it's like going on a lake and it's a glassy lake.
Wow, this is
huge. This is absolutely the magnitude of James Dean going out. Odie, Osbo, and the rest of the field, they're drooling. They're salivating right now. They're saying, go, Jeff, go. Evo Autoworks Nissan 370Z. And James Dean, look at him. He's pushing Jones around, but if Jones just keeps it right, oh, buddy. Wow. What an amazing initiation. Oh, doctor, look at that. Jones taking down a 3-time champion. Maybe one more outside zone for Jones. James Dean and Jeff Jones amazingly throws down a heater lead run. Yeah, that's right. The place erupts. Oh my God, I mean, it looks like Jurassic Park, our water bottles, the people, it's electric. Unbelievable. Not only did, let's just call it, not only did he beat James Dean, he did it in a grand fashion. That lead run was solid.
Look at Jeff Jones out front, starts to get the car dialed into the wall, and you can see James Dean just angry driving, knowing he's got to push it. Jeff Jones throwing more angle coming out of outside zone 1, gets most of outside zone 2, then through 3, hits it, quits it, comes out, and right here, James Dean just fighting for everything, catches the front bumper. Jeff Jones stays in it after that collision. He could have easily have spun out, but Jeff Jones just puts the throttle down and says, not today, James Dean.
Dude, he leveled up so hard, and James did too. Like, James, I messed up. Something happened. We don't know. I can't wait for Lorette to bring in that interview. What a gangster lead run, and it wasn't just ho-hum. Look at this. Look, James is still smiling. James is smiling. Game, respect, game. Jeff Jones, dude. What an absolute ledge. Big drift energy. That's his brand. And I'll tell you what, James Dean, you got to give your hat to him, man. And Jeff Jones gets the win. Wow. Taking out our points leader, 3-time champion. All of that being said, Jeff Jones, look, I got him.
Oh, man. Jeff Jones takes down and ends one of the longest podium streaks we've ever seen in drifting, period. If not the longest. Amazing. Wow.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. Even Sopa's giving everything. Like, they know how big this is. I mean, James is arguably one of the best, if not the best drifter in the world.
Yeah.
And Jones is not battling him. He said it in the interview on 32. He says, I can't wait to go against James Dean. James took himself out, but I will tell you, he's getting 24 points, and that's it.
Wow.
So Odie, Osbo, Manoa, obviously, like you said, Olsen out, but that was such a gangster lead run by Jeff Jones, and James tried to force an error, but Jeff was unflappable.
Yeah, Odie Bakshi right now can close this gap really quick. I don't believe he'll have enough points, even if he wins this, to get into the lead, but he will be on the coattails of James Dean, applying pressure to the standings as we move on to another. I've been looking forward to this.
Shanahan Castro, the way Castro has been driving, you know, he's campaigning his own vehicle. He was with Papadakis for quite a few years, and now he's, you know, managing and campaigning his own vehicle, running it. And Shanahan, don't know why his car wasn't at the driver intro, but it was not there. So TBD, we'll see if that car is running 100% for him. What's going on here? Castro, was that a clean start? Do we have a clean start? Looks, hopefully, as Shanahan continues on. Castro, he bulked out of the gate. Shanahan looked like he dropped a tire there, but that'll be a deduction. 3 tires off, that is incomplete, but not the case so far. Shanahan looking squirrely.
Yeah.
Not exactly as precise as we've seen. You know, he really touts himself, and we all know that he has some of the best flat game transitions in drifting. He came in here, he's no rookie to drifting at all. He's a champion as a, you know, so, all right.
We're going to take a look at the start just to make sure that there wasn't any lights flashing. I didn't notice any, but obviously we want to double check in case like this, but I don't see any cones, so the only thing it could have been was a light, but I don't believe it was triggered. But going back to this now, Connor Shanahan does a great job, gets the rear end into the wall, and really pushing things through that first outside zone. Would like to see a little bit more consistency, but again, might need another angle there through that section to make sure they didn't go 3 wheels off, but it looks like coming out of 1 and transitioning into 2 is a little bit slicker than the drivers were expecting, at least the Irish drivers at this point.
Right.
No, so very interesting. No, lights went off. He took off. I mean, that looks like a clean start.
Everybody up here saying it's a clean start. Our officials saying it's a clean start. Might have missed a gear. I think Castro just missed a gear. You know, gets back on it. That's so unfortunate for Castro.
So, you know, now Connor, knowing that, you still have to be careful.
Yeah.
And Castro's gonna throw down a heater. He has to.
Yeah, he really has to rise to the occasion. He's again now gonna try to force an error on Shanahan. And Shanahan wasn't as rock solid as we've seen him previously this year. Again, getting the win earlier in Orlando. Now, look at Shanahan makes a mistake. Big straightening, big correction. There he goes. He's straight through. So this it's going to come down to the leads. Both chase runs obviously had some mistakes. Castro off the line. He late start, but what is happening? Dude, the Twilight Zone. This is getting... Jesse, here we are in 16. It's just two battles in.
Man, my heart can't take this. Okay, yeah, it will come down to the leads. Both of them,
who knows?
both of them failed in the chase. So
like
now we go side by side and see what the leads look like. So while we're looking at this, remember these are label out, Jeff. Good job. These are going to be zone by zone. So you need to see, because both chases failed, but they did incomplete in the chase. We now need to look zone by zone which lead driver did the best. So don't worry about anything in the chase. First outside zone, it looks like Connor Shanahan is deeper, very deep, but gets almost too deep, makes a couple of corrections. Now comes off the wall just a touch. Castro, now look at the second outside zone. Did Shanahan go 3 wheels off? I don't believe so. Does do a better job through 2 and through 3. Inside clip is pretty much even there. Outside zone 4, pretty close. So I think Shanahan might have edged this out if he didn't go 3 wheels off. That is something that they're gonna have to check for, but wow, that is wild as he gets hooked up for a toe. So whatever mechanical issue he's been dealing with, he is still fighting.
I mean, having 5 previous rounds, this gentleman won 1, James won 3. That's 4 of the 5 previous. If Castro knocks out Shanahan, that's shaking things up again.
Yeah. This just when we thought we kind of had an idea of what the points were going to look like.
Yep.
Nope.
No, and this is how the season and this is the progression of Formula Drift. Where it's at, it really can be anybody's game. You know, get knocked out in 32, it's not that big of a surprise when you have something that you're like, oh, okay, you know, you can kind of draft things up, and we are going to take a look at the side-by-side one more time. So I think, you know, I don't think Shanahan went 3 off, but he definitely went 2, and that's a major deficit.
That was a major deficit. So he obviously had, in this case, a deeper inside, or first outside zone, sorry. But it wasn't very consistent. It was kind of on and off. Second outside zone, Shanahan missed it by going too far. Castro did better. Third outside zone, that goes to Shanahan. Inside clips are very, very close to each other. Fourth outside zone, man, 2 different ways of attacking it. That's so close. So, yeah, I mean, Shanahan really did miss the second outside zone, but by overshooting it, not undercutting it. Oh, man, the scales are going back and forth here. I mean, every time we look at it, I have a different thought or opinion, and I really don't know.
Well, another thing is, what happened to Shanahan? Here he is getting towed off. What happened to him? And what happened to Castro? We still don't know. We kind of deduced that he might have
missed a shift or something.
Yeah, might have missed a shift, excuse me.
Wow.
So they're just pulling Shanahan right back into the pits, not awaiting the verdict here. And here we go. Slide him left for Shanahan, right for Castro. One more time. Castro and Jonathan Castro defeats Shanahan. Thrown over to you guys, the judges. Reese Marin, Brian Eggert, Robin Ishida, as Brian Eggert throws on the headset. And Brian, did you go one more time or did you go Castro?
Went Castro, and so did Reese. Robbie went one more time.
Okay, and what was your reason?
Well, both incompleted in the chase. Castro had an active chase after the start, and then we had Shanahan who lost drift after the bank. So going lead to lead, Shanahan had a better outer zone 1. Castro's a little bit lower, but came down to basically Shanahan dropping 2 tires at outer zone 2, and then dropping 1 tire right before outer zone 4. They both did make mistakes in the lead, so I didn't really feel it was enough to make it for one more time. So I went with Castro, and so did Reese.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No, I see it. Yeah,
that's the way I was leaning. You know, it's very unfortunate, but you know, that's hard. Even if Castro was actively chasing and didn't have that hiccup, Shanahan would have led Castro off at that outside zone 2.
Right.
So you kind of have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, that's a good point. If there was. But.
All right, let's see if it's on. Matt Field, Ryan Turk. What's going to happen here? Here we are, 3 battles in. Look at this. Matt Field initiates. What an absolutely iconic battle here. Matt Field in that Borla exhaust Corvette now coming down off the big bank into the power alley. Both of them filling that outside zone too. Turk backing off a little bit, maybe giving himself some room. Good line of sight here on that inside clip, just barely knocking it over that Toyota GR Corolla in that last outside zone. Big angle. Ryan Turk threw a lot at it. Looked like he almost got bound up, but Matt Field made that look really easy out front.
Yeah, super classic battle here. Love seeing when both these drivers go against each other. Matt Field on power into that initiation. Now Turk pulling a little bit out, but look at this mirroring job as he comes through. So a little bit of hesitation, a little wiggle back and forth, but both of them making that correction almost at the same time. Now Turk, the surging, just the timing is not what's playing in his favor. Out front though, Matt Field putting on an excellent show of what a lead run needs to be. And Turk trying to find where in the pocket he wants to sit, that surging back and forth. That's something the judges are going to be able to see quite easily. So this is what I'm talking about here. This part looks great. Now look at Turk surging a little bit more. Now they come through this part, and then Turk surges in once again. And while he has to back off, that is where it runs into a bit of an issue. So Matt Field out front, really, really no issues, doing a good job through the zones. I mean, Turk has some really great moments in his chase, but the surging is what's very noticeable.
Yep. All right, so switching things up, some good battles. A good battle right there. Let's see with Turk. He's got that clean air, and this is one of those battles where, and this is what we're seeing. They're beating themselves. You know, James Dean beat himself, right? Jeff had an amazing. I'm not taking anything away from Jeff Jones, but he took himself out, and Shanahan took himself out. 2 tires off. Here we go. So Ryan Turk out front. That Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. Good, solid, rock solid on that big outside zone 1. How's he gonna manage outside zone 2 going to the power alley? Quick little yank of the handbrake into outside zone 3. Big, massive angle. Look at Matt Field. You talk about that surging, Matt Field. He really has great proximity. Tries to get into that pocket, very shallow on the outside zone 4, but the crowd erupts here in Seattle.
Yeah, super, super interesting. I mean, these two battles are very, very matching, but in different ways. I mean, the surging happens from both chase drivers, but both leads looked really good. So start to break this down now. Ryan Turk out front in that Corolla, gets out to the wall, not super deep. Now, neither of these cars have a lot of overhang over the back, so it's tough for them to really get on the wall. But same thing, you see the surging there from Matt Field. Really like how smooth Turk is out in the lead. Second, third, outside zone, both look good. Matt Field doing a good job, able to get things wrangled in. Bit of a correction from both drivers to that inside clip to set them up for outside zone 4. Turk gets one wheel into it, could have been a little bit deeper, but yeah, it's definitely tough to say. I would say that Ryan Turk's surging was maybe a little bit more noticeable, but there's a couple of spots where Matt Field in the chase just misses the second and third outside zone while chasing. So great to see the proximity, but it's a massive sacrifice to line by doing it.
Yep.
So that's the hard part. It's you know, you have to choose what you want to go for, and the line is very, very easy to spot when somebody's cutting it to get the proximity. But tough one, man. Real tough.
And these guys make it look so easy.
Oh,
you know,
I know.
And just how tight they actually are. So let's take a look here, side by side. BC Racing, go for gold.
So a bit more of a gap there from Ryan Turk in the chase. Transition into that first outside zone. I would say Matt Field's a little bit tighter on the wall in his lead, but Turk had a bit better of a chase in the first inside zone. Now we separate out. And I'm looking to see, I mean, Ryan Turk in the chase didn't have quite the same proximity, but the line does look much better. He is mirroring the same line of Matt Field, where Matt Field in the chase pulling a lot out of it to keep the proximity. So that's the big difference that I see is Turk did a really good job of mirroring the line, whereas Matt Field had a ton of proximity. So it's
Great battle. Great battle. Just, again, two absolute legends. These guys will go down, you know, in Formula Drift history.
Oh, yeah.
You know, here we go. Matt Field, Ryan Turk, slide him left for Field, right for Ryan Turk. Ryan Turk gets 2 votes and 3 unanimously. Ryan Turk gets the win. Turk gets the win and advances on, taking out the beast from the Bay. And, oh, man, this guy, he's got to be stoked. Big drift energy down there, Lorette?
Oh, big drift energy for sure. Jeff Jones so excited, taking down James Dean in
All right, well, we'll catch up with Jones there in a little bit when we come back. Don't go anywhere. The action continues here, round 6, the Formula Drift Pro Championship. All right, so Evergreen Speedway, what a beautiful backdrop. Some exciting driving already ensuing. Insane. Don't go anywhere. they went over to Riga with Shanahan, and yeah. So again, just getting all this experience, it really contributes overall. And it looks like track a little bit cold. Cleaning it up, making sure. It looks like there might have been some debris out there. The fridge keeping it cool out there. Okay. And track is back and hot. Brandon Sorensen will lead. Odie Bakshis give it chase. And here comes Brandon with the BMW initiating it across the nose. Odie with that straight line approach. Brandon Sorensen, oh, he's shaking it up. Look at that, bang, bang. He is just backing that thing up into the wall. He just absolutely just formed that thing into a different mold. Big angle there. He is bringing it right now. Sorensen, Odie right there. Jacob's got a smile on his face right now. Just watch it. Odie comes up shallow on that last outside zone.
So when we talk about throwing down an insane lead run to get someone to choke behind you, that is what Brandon Sorensen was trying to do here. It's not a game, it's not a tactic. It is just throwing caution to the wind, full throttle initiation into it. Look at into the wall once, into the wall again. Brandon Sorensen, and Odie's having to watch this going like, how do I, what do I do here? Brandon's throwing angle everywhere that he possibly can. Transition looks great from both drivers. And Brandon Sorensen, like 90 degrees to the inside clip, still transitions around, gets to 4. Dang, oh man.
Dude, shaking things up. Again, we were, thinking if we're in Odie's team, Odie's camp, in Odie's head, he's like, sick.
Yeah.
James is out. I'm second in points. I need to step up. Brandon's like, here, plot twist.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Man. And I mean, Odie is arguably one of the best chasers we have right now. And he is like, okay, I don't know how to get angle and still carry the car this way. I wouldn't say by any means this is unchaseable. Like, it can be. It's just super difficult when he's throwing that much angle. So there were a couple of weird things that Brandon did coming off the bank. He kind of threw angle 2 or 3 times. Maybe once again, not to shake Odie, but just to really put a stamp on that zone. But wow.
Here we go. Slide him left for Odie or right for Brandon Sorensen. We got it one more time. One more time. And there they go. One more time for Sorensen and Odie Bakshi. So all 3 judges across the board with that.
Just do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Too good.
Yeah, that was good. Odie was really flirting with kind of getting knocked out there. That last outside zone, that was very, very apparent. But, they both had some areas that they could tighten it up. But this is how we're looking in a Royal Purple Top 16. Jones and Castro. Again, Jones taking out James Dean. Castro taking out Shanahan. Turk taking out Field. And you can see the other side as we're going to roll into it. Hiro Manoa. And Manoa is going against Jonathan Hurst. But we are going back to the, okay.
Yeah, another driver that's half his age for a completely different reason. 14 and 31.
Right.
Crazy. This is going to be a fun one. Hurst pushes so hard in the chase, and I'm very curious to see how this goes. But yeah, 74% win rate for Hiro Manoa already.
Out of the gate.
Wow.
Out of the gate. So Hiro Manoa will lead Jonathan Hurst. Mr. Cool Cadillac chasing him down. Let's see what Manoa's got out front in Juku Racing. Jerry Yang Racing. GR86 now into the big bank. There goes Manoa. Locked and loaded, just right there. Jonathan Hurst taking kind of a shallower, lower line on that bank. Now coming into the power alley at second outside zone, into the third. Looks like Jonathan Hurst, good job in the pocket. And now swings on through that last outside zone, making a ton of noise, and one of the loudest vehicles out here. So if you can't win them, make them deaf.
Yeah.
That's the things.
Blind them with the
so
reflections.
loud. Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look. Manoa, good initiation there, gets right out to the wall. Now Hurst taking a shallower approach to keep the proximity. Now he has to really dig in deep to try and get out there. Well, Manoa, you can see him kind of wavering a bit on the bank. Looks like he's struggling to hold the car at angle for that period of time. Now, does a good job through 2 and 3. Hurst having to cut out a bit of 3. Inside clip, though. Both drivers do a great job. And then right there, that's where I would like to see Hurst get in a little bit deeper to the zone instead of kind of cutting off the corner. But yeah, Manoa out front. You can see the little bit of wavering. He's still trying to figure out how to get the car to hold in a zone this long, stably, and it's not an easy thing to do. But Hurst in the chase does miss 2 and 3 pretty badly in order to keep that proximity. So Manoa able to keep the car quick, maybe not as much angle as we've seen out of him previously. So, knowing how fast Hurst is, you got to kind of play not only as a chase driver, but as the lead driver. You have to know what the chase driver is capable of.
Yep. All right, so now here we are. Jonathan Hurst will be out front in the Cadillac. Manoa, as you said, 14 years old, getting second place in St. Louis. Hurst, loud and proud, definitely an aggressive driver. Manoa, see if he can hang. This is a very different track than anything that we've seen this year, and this is his rookie year. Here we go. Jonathan, Manoa comes out of a little, just barely, does reinitiate. Jonathan Hurst, some wavering there. You can see, again, that front right, little left foot brake. Now coming to that second outside zone. Quick little correction there in second outside zone. Going into 3. Jonathan Hurst, you can see dialing in. Manoa comes around that last outside zone, shallows up, and gains a lot of applause from the fans. So great job there by Manoa in the chase. Jonathan Hurst, some wavering here and there.
Yeah, a few corrections from both drivers. So Hurst gets into it, and then Manoa, it takes him a little bit to really realize what's going on with Hurst, who's not super deep to the first outside zone. You can see him having to add some left foot brake, get the car back up, and then Hurst comes off the bank a bit early, missing all of 1, and then coming out of 2 a touch earlier than he should. Through the inside clip, both cars look good, and then through this transition, Manoa just basking in smoke as Hurst does a good job through the majority of outside zone 4. So, yeah, both drivers seeing a few mistakes there, but I do think that Hurst really struggling to fill all of outside zone 1 is going to be something that weighs heavily on the decision. I like that he's adding the angle in here, but that needs to be a little bit more fluid. He has to push the car a bit wider. Manoa giving him a wide breath just to make sure that everything is all good, and you don't want to dive in there and have a driver go really, really shallow. So smart move there, but yeah, both drivers need to clean up a few elements before they move on.
All right. Well, again, we've seen some phenomenal driving so far, and like you said, just tighten it up. Here we go. Hiro Manoa, Jonathan Hurst. Slide him left for Manoa or right for Hurst, and looks like Hiro Manoa unanimously gets the win, knocking out Jonathan Hurst. Mr. Cool, you agree with that call?
Yeah, I think Hurst missed a lot of zones, and not being as deep through 1 is kind of a nail in the coffin for me.
Yep. Yeah, that's just.
It's like half the track.
Yeah, it is. It legit is. So Manoa, he will advance on into the Great 8.
I think we're starting to deal with too that as much as the sun's still out there, we're going to have the track temperatures dropping, and the other part too is the sun now really starting to play a factor in the driver's eyes as they come around the first outside zone.
Yeah, that big outside bank.
Yeah.
Going 100 miles per hour, again over 100 miles per hour wheel speed, and then you're staring directly in the sun, going door to door, all the elements combined. As Kazuya Taguchi and Alec Robbins are here on the start line. So fairly equally matched, 2 very different styles. Robbins very aggressive on the attack, so let's see if he lives up to what we've seen from Robbins before. There we go, into that outside zone. Again, both of them kind of tempering it, nothing super crazy. And then look at that, look from that angle, looked like Taguchi threw some more angle at it. Now into that third outside zone, looks like Robbins got thrown off. And now into that last outside zone, Taguchi brings it in. Robbins just back there comfortably.
Yeah.
But I think we need to see a little more aggressiveness.
Yeah, strange kind of movement there from Kazuya at the end of outside zone 1. So let's see here, full throttle, it looks like the whole time. Kazuya pulls a little bit of angle out of the car, starts to walk away a bit from Alec Robbins, who's doing a good job through that chase. But look at all the angle that Kazuya puts on, and it looks like Alec just not able to answer it now. Alec does fill all of the second outside zone in the chase. Kazuya misses the third outside zone. And then at this point, Robbins basically just has to try and play catch up. So yeah, not great from either, but there is a little bit of a cause and effect that's going on here in my mind. I do like Kazuya's first outside zone up until this point where he really adds the angle on, and it just looks like Robbins wasn't able to answer it. So both in missing outside zone 3, inside clip, things start to get a little bit better, but yeah, they both got outside zone 2. I really do think that addition of angle is what threw Robbins off. That being said, this isn't unfamiliar for Kazuya to do this, so.
Right. All right, let's see how comfortable Alec is out front, and Kazuya could step up and chase down Minnesota driver Alec Robbins. All right, looks like they are clear to send the second half of this battle. Robbins and Taguchi. Robbins initiates, good job there, and Kazuya, I mean, this is almost like identical. Oh, and then just as I say that, Kazuya, he just slid right up there, man. That was magic. And now in that third outside zone, big angle from Robbins, and that, yeah, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Get that angle, and Robbins angles up and just shoots in on the inside of the track. That's going to be all she wrote, unfortunately for Robbins. Like I said, beats himself, takes himself out, and that'll be Kazuya Taguchi's victory.
Yeah, I do want to see, I mean, with the closing speed that Kazuya had through outside zone 1, was there any contact made? I don't think so, but I've been wrong once in my life. That was it, just the one time. But yeah, Robbins really picking up a ton of speed here, and Kazuya picking up a bunch, and oh, no, I think they were clean there. But yeah, Robbins really struggling with the car to keep it smooth and consistent. If he could have held on to that and pushed all the way through 4, that would have been beautiful, but it's tough. If you carry too much speed out of 1, 2, and 3 is going to be a struggle bus.
All right, well, that's going to be an easy decision here for Kazuya Taguchi as Robbins makes that massive mistake. Slide left for Taguchi. And there they go. Kazuya Taguchi gets the win. So,
he's gonna
Taguchi and Manoa in the 8. That'll be fun.
That is going to be very interesting. That's going to be a style battle that I'm here for.
All Japanese battle. So Kazuya Taguchi advances on and gets the win. Thank you so much for joining us out here. If you want to support Formula Drift, let all your fellow car guys and gals know that you're a Formula Drift fan. Time to elevate your driving experience with the Type S Formula Drift Universal Performance Steering Wheel Cover, specifically designed for enthusiasts seeking enhanced grip and control on the road. Crafted from high-quality durable materials, the Universal Performance Steering Wheel Cover offers a comfortable cushion and ergonomic fit. Whether hitting the track or cruising the streets, this cover delivers for your every driving need. Available at O'Reilly Auto Parts. All right, taking a look. They got FD merch.
Yeah, hey, they had might have had some teal beanies in there this weekend. I think they're already gone though.
Sweet.
I know.
Right on, right on. All right, this is where we are at as far as our Royal Purple Top 16. This is who is advancing on. 3 more battles left. One of those being a one more time between Odie Bakshis and Brandon Sorensen. See if we advance on to Osbo and Beecham, and then, of course, Adam LZ and Dan Paquette, the battle of the content Floridian creators. Floridian content creators? No, there's content creators living in Florida.
There's a few of them.
Yes,
there's like a little hub of them down there.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Tanofa's down there now, too. I mean,
true.
Yeah.
Facts.
Up in Mims.
Cletus McFarland.
Yeah.
Shout out, Cletus. All right. So we are going back to the one more time. Brandon Sorensen, Odie Bakshis. So this is a close call. Don't leave it in the judge's hands.
What I'm curious about is, are they going to be more or less aggressive? Are they both going to go, okay, let's dial it back a bit and be a little more, controlled, or are they both going to go, let's up to 11?
I think they're turning it up to 11.
Yeah,
I think they're going to 11 because, again, I think they're really going to try to force a mistake on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Odie will lead. He needs to put down a heck of a run and kind of just phase and, really get in Brandon's head and shake him up.
Well, they've kind of shown their cards now.
Yeah.
Right? They've both shown how they want to win this, and it didn't work. So it's either, try that again, but better, or mix it up.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. All right, here we go. So let's see. Odie Bakshis out front. Brandon Sorensen in the chase position. more settled. So this is refined Odie, right? You know, it seemed that, you know, little slow. Looks like obviously one tire goes off. 3 is incomplete. That throws Brandon Sorensen off of that outside zone 3. Now approaching that last and final outside zone, tighten it up. And Brandon right there. The crowd erupts. They're loving it. Smiles on faces.
It was almost like a game of chicken that Odie was playing coming off outside zone 1 where he's like, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. Are you going to bail? Right. What are we going to do here? So yeah, Odie on throttle initiation, really, really love to see that. Look how close he is to the wall all the way through outside zone 1. Brandon Sorensen getting into the pocket. Look at Odie holding. Now gets back on throttle. It goes definitely 2 wheels off. Brandon does a good job though. He collects, he does follow him out there. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And then he has to miss outside zone 3 there just to stay in the battle. So Odie not perfect. So still aggressive, but you know, that outside zone 2 could be the nail in the coffin for Odie Bakshi's here. Outside zone 1, though, just beautiful. Yep. And there's just a little too much sauce coming through there. 3 looks good, but yeah, Brandon has to miss that in order to come back through. Now, I mean, let's see. Is Brandon going to throw a ton of angle again? I think so. I think he's gonna double down.
All right, let's see. Brandon will now be out front. Odie Bakshi's chasing him down. I'm expecting something really big from Brandon. The way he is progressing, the confidence he has, just overall, he's just surrounded himself with a lot of driving, a lot of drifting. So watch this. I think the young buck is gonna definitely throw down. But Odie Bakshi, as you said, arguably one of the best chasers. Looks like he's banging on his door a little bit, grinding it in. Now coming down into the power alley. Let's see they handle us. Now remember, Odie did exceed that line in outside zone 2 in the lead position. So he definitely needs to rise to the occasion. And that final outside zone just ripping through.
Wow.
That was sick.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
This is why I love drifting.
Yep.
I love getting reminded of how incredible this sport is. And look at Odie Bakshi's right there, just like tipping the car in, knocking on the door of Brandon Sorensen the whole time, trying to rub that Air Force logo off the side. Brandon does commit all the way through outside zone 2. Not super, super deep through 3, but does fill the zone. Inside clip looks good. Tons of angle again before 4. Man, I really do think that mistake from Odie Bakshi's might be it because, I mean, the chase from Odie was incredible, but you have to do that when you make a mistake like that in the lead. Brandon, though, I mean, not as deep through 3 and maybe 4, so a couple of smaller mistakes, but it can be difficult to get past a larger mistake.
All right, the judge is asking for a side-by-side. What stands out to you? Just, I mean, that mistake by Odie, like you said, that outside zone 2.
Yeah, I mean, the chase, proximity-wise, that Odie's definitely got it. On the lead, I think we know where this is going to go. So misses that zone. Brandon gets it. Third outside zone. Oh, Odie does a better job through the third outside zone, though, in the lead. Yeah, it's interesting. This might be, and then the fourth outside zone looks pretty equal. Both drivers do a good job, and then in the chase, they don't get as deep. So this might be a little more complicated than I originally thought. Man.
All right, here we go. Do we have a victor? Odie Bakshi's gets 1, 2, and 3 votes. Odie Bakshi's, love to talk to the judges. One of you gentlemen down there. Looks like Robin Ishida. So Odie had that big mistake going outside zone 2, but he eventually got the win. What was the standout moments?
There was actually a bump, a little tap from Brandon when he was in the chase position coming off the outside zone 1, and that ended up pushing Odie out 2 tires off at outside zone 2.
Okay.
Now we kind of looked at where Brandon was, and pretty much he was, I don't know if that was 3 tires or 2 tires, but he was pretty much off track at the outside zone 2. That's one big reason. And also, both the drivers did pretty good in the lead, but Odie did give a killer chase, so we had to give it to Odie.
Okay.
And that was unanimous. Thank you, Robin Ishida. Again, our 3 judges, Reese Marin, Brian Eggert, and Robin Ishida. So, and there it is. All right, so as we are taking a look overall, got the Toyota activation, the Gazoo Racing, the Fun Haver Tour, of course. You can see that activation going down. You got some gear, you got some games. You always have a little bit of fun over there. Take a look at the recap for Season 1 of Toyota's latest high-octane original anime series, Grip, which combines heart-pounding action, adrenaline-fueled races, and a battle between the human spirit and computer control. This is Toyota Grip.
Never go slow, walk hard like a rhino. Rhino. Never go slow, walk hard like a rhino. Rhino. Never go slow, walk hard like a rhino. Never stop on the convo. We gotta live pronto. Your friends like Colombo. You be the judge like Rondo. Never stop on the convo. We gotta live pronto.
All right, so that's Toyota Grip. Go to toyota.com/grip to watch all the episodes. And now there's our Air Force trivia. Where is the United States Air Force headquarters located? Washington, D.C., San Antonio, Texas. Is it C, Langley, Virginia, or D, Los Angeles, California? Do you know the answer to that, Jacob?
I don't. I know there's something in Langley, but outside of that, I got nothing. Washington would kind of make sense, but
Yeah.
San Antonio's got lots of space, lots of runways, and I mean, LA would just be cool. I got room for it, right?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
How many runways are in LA?
Yeah.
Not nearly as many as in Texas.
You drive a hard bargain. All right, so the action continues here. This is how our Grade 8 is shaping up. We are officially 3/4 of the way through. Jones versus Castro, Turk versus Bakshis, Manoa versus Taguchi. 2 more battles left, and they're good ones. Frederick Osbo is currently sitting in 3rd, and hey, look at Odi Bakshis advances. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Adam LZ and Dan Burkett. The action continues here in Seattle. We are here at Evergreen Speedway, round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Making our way from 16 to 8. The big shocker, if you're just joining us, James the Machine Dean, our current points leader, knocked out in the 16. Odi Bakshis continues on. He's currently sitting in 2nd, and the gentleman who is sitting 3rd, Frederick Osbo. He's going against Trenton Beecham here, and there we are, taking a look. Odi Bakshis talking to his team, what's going on. He's got the race face on, focused, dialed.
Yeah. There's kind of 2 Odi Bakshis. There is the very friendly family guy, and then there is the hardcore, I'm here to beat absolutely everybody Odi. So the Aramis and the Odi. That's kind of how I see it.
Nice. All right, so Frederick Osbo currently sitting in 3rd. You know, with James Dean going out, this is something that Osbo would love to get the victory here against Trenton Beecham. But Beecham, he drove really well earlier in 32, and here's Frederick. Nice and high on that outside zone 1. Beecham a little bit lower now, coming to the power alley. Just tapping in, putting that Nitto tire in that back left. Freddie actually surprisingly off of that outside zone 2, past that inside clip. Now, in that last outside zone, your thoughts, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, just not as deep to the zones as we'd seen him earlier in the day, and this might go back to the track tightening up. When you start seeing the cars get a little bit shallow like that, could indicate that the track is kind of getting a bit more tacky and sticky, and I'm not sure what the science is, but makes it fast, makes it hard to drive. But let's take a look here at Frederick Osbo, out in the lead. Really good job, comes off the wall a little bit there, but look how stable Trenton Beecham is in the chase. Cuts a bunch of line there to get the proximity back, but he is mirroring the angle quite well. And this is what Jared was talking about. Just 1 wheel in the first, maybe 2 wheels into the second, but barely. Inside clip looks pretty good as we transition out to the 4th outside zone. Yeah, I mean, Trenton Beecham did a great job. He didn't do anything crazy. He didn't overthink this. You know, it's very easy in a situation like this where you feel like you're getting behind to do something silly and dive in. And he does a small dive there, but doesn't overcommit to it. And that, you know, that alone might be enough for Trenton Beecham. And when you have that kind of confidence, when you have a chase run like that, adrenaline's high, you get in the zone, the flow state, whatever you want to call it, that could be what Trenton Beecham is in right now, and we might see something very, very different than what you might expect.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like you said, momentum, your adrenaline, dopamine,
confidence.
Confidence, all those things, and now here he is, clean air. So getting that kind of in his back pocket, I think Beecham high on the bank. Look at Freddie. See, he has to back off a little bit here. Now coming in the power alley outside zone 2. Now transition, good, clean, fluid transition in outside zone 3. Past that inside clip, Beecham now into this last outside zone. Can he take down Frederick Osbo?
Oh, man.
Wow. Yeah, definitely
Look at,
side by side.
you know he's pumped. Look at him. He is, he almost missed his exit.
Yeah.
Wow, Beecham. I'm just so happy for him he can display what we all know he can do. All throttle all the time through here. A little bit of a left foot brake. Great job to that first outside zone. And Frederick Osbo wavering just a little bit. I mean, he is a little bit closer through there now. Beecham, one wheel into the first outside zone, so very similar. One wheel into the second outside zone. Very similar to Osbo. Inside clip looks great. Now we transition out. Fourth outside zone, man. That drone, though, right in there. It looks like he was ready to take the passenger seat of Trenton Beecham.
He definitely wants to do that, Justin Smash.
I think he's going to. One of these days, Justin Smash is going to come right through one window and out the other.
He said he wants to do it, just has to coordinate with the driver.
Yeah, I'd want to give him a heads up. Yeah, I'm not shocked by the side-by-side here. Not even a little bit. So, I do think the leads are very similar and had similar mistakes. So, both drivers about as deep. Beecham might have actually been deeper on the lead to the first outside zone. Their chases are very similar. First outside or second outside zone looks pretty close. Beecham is a little bit deeper through most of the second or third outside zone. Inside clips look pretty tidy. Fourth outside zone, man, splitting hair. Trenton Beecham is splitting hairs right now with Frederick Osbo. Let's just take a minute there.
Yeah, Beecham ain't no slouch, but just accolades speaking, 3-time champ, just wildly decorated, a lot of victories. Statistically speaking, on paper, Osbo should just easily take down Trenton Beecham. Not the case. He's not going anywhere.
Well, and we're seeing this over and over in this event, right? It's definitely a war of attrition. It's a war of consistency. And yeah, Beecham just every practice lap getting a little bit better, especially after having such a hard time getting here. Was it 5 tires they blew out, like bearings, and that's if you don't follow these drivers on social media or YouTube, definitely do that. Understand how difficult it is just to get to the track, let alone throw down a clinic like we just saw.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, a lot of these guys. Here we go. Slide him left for Osbo or right for Trent. Beecham gets 1 vote. Beecham takes down Frederick Osbo one more time from Reese Marin, but outnumbered. Wow. That is huge. Odie's got to be stoked.
Yeah, James Dean is probably wearing a Trenton Beecham t-shirt right now.
Right.
Man.
Wow. So going down to the judges, obviously not Reese. You went one more time, but either Brian or Robbie having sided with Trenton Beecham. What a giant killer day down there, Brian.
Yeah, it's definitely been some upsets and some interesting runs today. But yeah, for that one, it came down to the leads. Beecham did a really good job. He was a little bit higher in the bank going around outer zone 1, and then he did a better job of filling outer zone 2 and outer zone 3 for me. So that pretty much was what did it. I could see the one more time. It was really close, but I just ended up going with Beecham on that one, and I think he did a good job and earned it.
All right. But Reese is signaling one more time.
I think Reese just wants to see the battle happen again. But yeah, Beecham through that first outside zone, you can tell even from the front wheel, just does a really good job. A little bit of wavering, but you have to make those corrections to get that car settled into that point. And then yeah, look at that. Second outside zone looks great. Third outside zone. So massive shout out to Trenton Beecham, former Pro 2 champion.
Yep.
Just and an all around great guy.
Yeah, it's a good dude.
Yeah.
He likes to party.
Yeah. Had coffee with his family this morning.
You what?
I had coffee with his family this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hanging out.
Nice. Here we go. Adam LZ, Dan Burkett. A lot of eyeballs on Adam LZ. Not just because, obviously creating videos, creating content, but this build was put together in 2 weeks. Rode off his car in St. Louis, said he was done, and got back, and he sent me a photo. He's like, shh, don't tell anybody. I was like, no way. So pretty amazing. We'll see the Drip HQ. BMW E36, big angle from him, looking really solid. And you can just see the massive amount of angle from Adam LZ into that second outside zone, transitions into that third. Oh, looks like Dan Burkett gets up close and personal. Looks like maybe they definitely tap. Oh,
yeah.
Burkett goes back. Oh, man, Burkett.
Yes.
Look at Dan Burkett. He is just rumbling. Look at that. You can see that Back bumper flapping. Oh my gosh, what a battle.
That was all business up front, that's for sure.
That was business and partying.
Man, look at, even before initiation, Rad Dan kind of nudged him, remind him, hey, this is where I want you to initiate. Now, LZ out front, tons of angle there, has to pull some out to get back into the zone. Rad Dan comes onto a lower line with tons of angle, and LZ just back in the car into the second outside zone. And Rad Dan taps once, taps twice. Oh man, Rad Dan just absolutely
so sick.
Just breaking in that new BMW for Adam LZ. and Adam out front, he does a really good job. He has some quivering or some shaking there in the first outside zone, but through 2 and 3, everything looks really tidy. And I love the fact that Adam just stays in it. Dan's hitting him over and over again, and Adam just puts his foot to the floor and drives through the entire thing. It goes a little bit wide into our impromptu jump there. But wow, I'm super pumped for this. Now I just want to know what's going to happen next.
All right, so a good run there from both these guys. Again, just this course just really brings out so much dynamicism. That's a word, is dynamicism?
It is now.
Yeah, boom.
Jaredism.
Jaredism, or dynamicism. So great job there by both these guys. Dan Burkett, Adam LZ. Now Burkett looks like Adam LZ getting a little checking his oil out back.
I think they're just
obviously
pulling all the broken parts off at this point. It's like, I just bought this.
It's brand new.
Stop putting holes in my shit.
And he was initially, Adam was super bummed about, it was in Jersey where he like broke some TEs. He says these are like the only set in the world. Obviously, he found some more, the TEs, the E36 fitment.
It's probably just stacks of them in the compound.
Yep.
Break glass in case of emergency.
Mm-hmm. And it was an emergency.
It was.
Definitely going from St. Louis to here.
It's really amazing that even the car is running as good as it is. I'm not saying the teams don't know what they're doing.
Just out of the gate.
But yeah, I mean, most drivers have to go for shakedowns and testing days well before they ever debut a car, and they're like, well, we're just going to do it right in practice.
Right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Second half of this battle, Dan Burkett will lead Adam LZ. Coming down the mountain through that start chicane. Let's see what Burkett's got out front. He initiates, Adam LZ in tow, and Burkett, good angle. A little bit of a gap here between Burkett and Adam. Now coming down into the power alley, let him know you're here. Now into that second outside zone. Man, Adam LZ. Oh, Burkett loops it. Burkett makes a mistake. LZ was missing outside zone 3. He came in shallow, and Burkett made a mistake under his own power. There was no contact there until did they barely tap right there at the end?
Just a little kiss, that's it.
Oh, man, what a bummer for Burkett. Man. He was on it, and he loops it. Adam dives in on the inside. Let's watch this again.
Yeah, Adam, I mean, he pulled out at the perfect time because, I mean, if he would have kept charging through there, that could have been nasty.
Yeah.
But wow, yeah, Rad Dan. I mean, what a gut-wrenching moment for Rad Dan. Just was right there, had everything, in front of him, ready to go. Could have won that battle right off the bat, and just loops it. So let's take a look here. So Rad Dan out front looks good. Adam struggling to keep up with the Supra, having to push a little bit harder as we start to get the car to wrap around. Now, let's see here. Has anything crazy happened? Dan through 2, backs it into 3, just tons of angle, and that's it. Rad Dan just tries to basically back you through 3. And thankfully, Adam LZ able to pull the car away just in time. But, I mean, man, one small mistake, and that's it. That's what it comes down to here at Formula Drift.
Yeah, what a crazy turn of events, or a turn of a Supra. It looks like, again, Adam LZ, Dan Burkett, and LZ gets the win. Adam LZ, a lot of fans cheering him on around the globe and here in Monroe, Washington. How are we doing out there? Seeing some LZ shirts, some James Dean, Chelsea Denofa shirts out there. I would say our defending champ, but he's not defending it. He's chilling. The retired champ, Chelsea Denofa. Had a good time with him at Grid Life at Road America, him and his lovely wife and their puppers, and just the Porsche.
Right, that's
crazy. Porsche, it's so sick. All right, well, the action continues here at round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Looks like we have officially made our way from the Royal Purple Top 16 and getting set up for the Torque Motorsport Grade 8 Torque Drift 2, the official drifting game of Formula Drift. Adam LZ making his way back to the pits. Dayton, do a backflip.
This is how it stacks up.
Yeah, that's how it is. Jones versus Castro. Turk versus Bakshi's. Hiro Manoa versus Kazuya Taguchi. And Trenton Beecham against Adam LZ. Look, James Dean out. Osbo out. But, I mean, just...
Odie on the hard charge. Got to get through Ryan Turk, though.
Yeah.
Not an easy battle.
No, Turk. Tell you what, if Turk podiums, that dude's going to cry. I'm just going to call it right now. So, oh, man. Well, the plot thickens here as our Great 8 is shaped up here at round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Don't go anywhere. The party continues. The battle in Seattle, baby. What an event. We'll be right back here at Evergreen Speedway.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
Max Gear is a high-performance synthetic gear oil designed to provide maximum protection to heavily loaded gear. Slippery synthetic molecules and center look additive package not only reduce wear, they virtually eliminate both gear and bearing wear. We run 1,000 horsepower through our transmission and differential all season long and never have a problem. Eliminate a variable. Drift with Royal Purple Max Gear. Pour purple, Royal Purple. You can find Max Gear at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
モータースポーツで得た高度な技術、すべてのレイズホイール一本に込める魂は永遠に変わらない。ビヨンド・ザ・レボリューション。ザ・コンセプト・イズ・レーシング。
There's no better way to test your tires than on the racetrack. That's why at Kenda Tires, we compete with the same tires we sell. And that's how the technology built into every Bethesda UHP Max tire goes from podium to pavement. Whether you're a professional driver chasing podiums or a grassroots enthusiast looking for weekend excitement, Kenda Tires are designed for your journey.
NGK, the leader in high-ignitability spark plugs, is proud to announce the launch of its Mod Performance Ignition Coils. Designed and built for performance, Mod Coils feature custom primary and secondary windings to increase output and performance. Mod Coils provide maximum levels of dielectric strength, voltage insulation, and durability. Level up like the pros. Choose Mod Performance Ignition Coils from NGK, the official coil sponsor of the Formula Drift Pro Spec class.
Drifting, everything's a mental game.
Boom! Perfect.
If you're not focused, you're off your game.
Ryan Turk is back at it. He wants it.
Extreme Performance Racing. Battle tested in Formula Drift for the last 4 years. XPR contains center look additive technology, ultimate ZDDP wear protection, and superior high temp performance. Pour purple, Royal Purple, the synthetic expert.
Drifting is not just a sport, it's culture, it's in our blood.
It's a fine line that you have to walk. You have to be able to adapt on the fly and be able to drive on your instinct.
tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. We couldn't do this without them.
Welcome back here to Seattle. Round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. We started with seating brackets yesterday. We had 32, 16, and now there are only 8. And only one can win here at this iconic track. Talking to the judges here in between 16 and 8, and we're like, dude, what an event. Like, giant killers, just giants. You hear that? Giants just falling. You know, James Dean, Frederick Osbo. Odie is still in the hunt. But look at this, Jones and Castro.
Yeah. Love it.
Love it.
Absolutely love it. I'm so pumped to see what this battle is going to be like. And
the way Jones was driving earlier against James, the way Castro was driving earlier, dude, this is going to be insane. Here we go, that Evo AutoWorks Nissan 370Z. Good angle from Jeff Jones. He sticks it to the wall. Looks like Castro a little bit lower. Great proximity. Doesn't mimic the angle. Definitely needs to get up there, but Jones continues on pace into that second outside zone. Look at that. I mean, that was absolutely textbook by Jones. Now coming into that inside clip. Jones is feeling himself right now. Holy cow, dude. He's just lathered up, dude. He is just slick Willie, man. He is throwing down, man. Super stoked for Jeff Jones.
No, this is great. I'm so in love with Jeff Jones's attitude and driving right now. So tons of wheel speed as he comes through there, and Castro now has to fall back into the pocket. Jones getting even deeper through the first outside zone. Little bit of wavering, adds in a bunch more angle now. Has a small correction, but does get all of the second outside zone. Third outside zone could have been a little bit deeper now. Really on the throttle through the inside clip, while Castro doing a great job of mirroring through this power alley section. Jones just back end to the wall through 4. So yeah, both drivers just on one right now. Castro, I like the way he's able to get the car led up and then falls back into the pocket without doing anything crazy. You know, Jones right here, throwing more angle, sending it all the way through.
That second outside zone was just really, really well done. It filled it. It was very blatant. Also, update, Castro changed the clutch from 16 to now.
What?
So, yeah, they just changed the clutch out right before this battle. So, hey, hat tip to him and his team. Like you said, you know, he's campaigning his own team. So here we go. Castro out front. Jeff Jones in the chase position. Who's going to the Final 4? Castro out front. That LTH Toyota GR86, Dominican's finest. Jeff Jones rocking that SoCal life, dancing, having fun. Into that first big, long outside zone. Jones is back there quite a bit. Castro still low on the bank. He definitely needs to be higher, but Jones not part of the conversation now coming into that power alley. He transitions in to that outside zone 3. Got sketchy. He made up for that lost time, but threw it out there, and unfortunately, not enough. So, yeah, you saw him, again, go from 2 to 3. You saw him try to get there and had to back off.
Now, a lot of this does come down to Castro's outside zone 1, so I want to see how Jeff was kind of dealing with that. You can see Castro really gets off the line there, but struggles to fill all of outside zone 1. But Jones, though, I mean, he is mirroring the line quite well, actually getting deeper through that section than Castro is, and giving him that wide breadth. As they come through the second outside zone, Jones does a good job. He's just not super close and overshoots just a little bit through 3, then coming through. So proximity, not so much.
No.
Line does a really good job, but he is multiple cars back through a lot of this. So tough to say, but I mean, Castro missing a very large portion of outside zone 1, being further down on the bank. Realistically, what the judges, I mean, it's hard to tell now because it's been so worn down, but they want the rear bumper on the wall. And you can see what that distance looks like. So I'll give Jones credit for mirroring that line, mirroring that angle through a lot of it, but being in a slightly different area code makes it hard.
And the other thing, too, is like Jones, he, you know, like you said, to his credit, mirroring the angle, deeper, all those things, but like take a little angle out of it, get that proximity, then throw it back out there. And he kind of, you know, he did that. He tried to attempt that in the power alley, the outside zone 2 to 3, and ended up not working out.
Yeah, so you can see just how much better the first outside zone was from Jones. But Castro, I mean, really quick through one, but that obviously created that massive gap. Now, second outside zone, everything looked pretty good. Jones did do a better job through outside zone 3. And the real question is going to end up being, did Jones do so much better in the lead that it makes up for the chase that was further back? Because Castro was there. He had a lot more proximity, but maybe didn't fill the zones in the exact same way. So lots of different things to look at here, lots of variables to keep in mind, and, you know, the judges are calculating all of it and putting it all together. So it's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball. There we go. It's a me, Jared. All right, so waiting for the outcome here, our first battle of our Great Eights, brought to you by Torque Motorsport, Torque Drift 2, the official drifting game of Formula Drift. Waiting. Still deliberating.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to take.
All right, now they're not. Here we go. It's in. Jeff Jones, Castro, which way? Sliding left, sliding right. Charlie got one. Oh, there. Oh, it's across the board. OMT. So.
Natural one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. No, I get it.
Split decision.
I mean, it also shows, too, that you judges are looking at things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, favoring different
aspects.
sections, different aspects. Yeah, and like you said, that mimicking that angle, but back there. So, all right, let's see him run again. But before that, let's see Odie Bakshi's and Ryan Turk. This is going to be good. Ryan Turk would love to get obviously on the podium. Odie, you know, he's currently sitting in second. This is again big for the championship. Ryan Turk doesn't care about Odie going for that championship. He's like, dude, I want to win. I need to get on the box, dude.
Yeah, and we know Turk is capable of winning it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not like that is not a surprise.
No.
If everything lines up and he's in the right headspace, I mean, Turk is an absolute force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and it's just been little things with his vehicle or just a little mental lapse, just that's really kind of hurt Ryan Turk this year. Here we go, Odie Bakshi's. But look at Ryan Turk with that new engine being debuted this year. Again, he's running that 6-cylinder, same one that's in Frederick Osbo's car. Contact is made, going to the second outside zone. It's like Turk almost pushing Odie Bakshi's around into this inside clip. Look at the aggressiveness of both these guys. Just claws her out. There is blood in the water.
There's nothing better than like a no-lift contact.
Sick.
You know?
Yeah, just bang.
Ryan
boom,
Turk
stay in it.
right into the side of Odie Bakshi's, almost like superseding his line. And I was like, yeah, all right, that's
Right.
fine. Pedal down. But Odie Bakshi's to that first outside zone, I mean, so great, so textbook. And Turk knows he's got to speed things up. Look at that. He actually pushes Odie a little bit deeper, who's able to scrub some angle out and still fill the second and third outside zone. So much going on there. Ryan Turk, through the rest of the run, knows he's got to be perfect because he did make that mistake and cuts a little bit of the line through outside zone 4. I got a feeling these drivers are going to be taking our kind of gifted 5 minutes.
Yeah,
to
complimentary timeout. You know, contact without an incomplete. Both of them get to assess the car to make sure they're good because there was contact.
Yeah, there definitely was, and I mean, what a body check though. You know, just threw the car into the side of it. Ryan Turk just being as aggressive as he possibly can, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think it's good. Just inspect the cars, make sure they're good, and keep it going. All right, while they're inspecting the vehicles, getting hands on the car, we'll be right back here from round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Evergreen Speedway. Jared Deanna, Jacob Gettens. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here from the battle in Seattle.
Is this it?
This is it!
Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or Monster Jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
The passion here is very different than I've seen any other school. You guys set them up very, very well to succeed and to win in a big-time way.
fact there's a school you can go to for racing is just a little bit insane, but it's very cool because it gives kids like me the opportunity to chase that dream.
See where your future can take you with a high-performance motorsports degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
If this is your idea of ladylike, you're gonna fit right in. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Let's go!
So the next step was to get this thing on a proper ECU, especially with all the technology that Link has to offer.
Which should give us full communication and full control over all the sensors.
But so far, being able to log in and review every lap has been a huge plus.
To have Link pull through and step up for us and just help us out to be able to all pull it together.
That's all he needs. Simple, cheap, easy, works, good ECU, weatherproof.
It's got enough IOs too, like we're doing tons of stuff. Oil, fuel pressure, boost control.
All those features I have thanks to the Link ECU.
Are back to the track. Type S Throwdown presented by AutoZone. We have a one more time battle between Castro and Jeff Jones, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is Manoa and Taguchi. We're halfway through. Ryan Turk and Odie Bakshi's. They had contact. Can't say if there was an advantage either way. Nothing crazy there between those two, but here we are. We're looking at Manoa and Taguchi, an all-Japanese battle. And Manoa definitely poised to be the Formula Drift Rookie of the Year, getting that second place finish in St. Louis. And actually, Kazuya Taguchi, he got his first ever win in St. Louis as well. So
I know,
St. Louis playing a major role for both these drivers.
Yeah.
So Manoa will lead. Manoa, Juku Racing, Jerry Yang Racing. 86. So look at these. I mean, this is an all Jerry Yang battle.
Yep.
All Jerry Yang. Here we go. So Manoa knows of Kazuya Taguchi. Oh, then look at that. Kazuya initiates. He has to back down. Oh man, Kazuya Taguchi. Goose is loose right now. And now Manoa does need to complete the entirety of this run. Quick little e-brake yank into that third outside zone. Manoa continues on. This is going to be a major advantage for Kazuya Taguchi. Manoa just rips it through. What? So you got to wonder what's going on with Kazuya. That was really uncharacteristic.
It looked like a massive understeer. Like the tires kind of washed out in the front, and then once you see the front tires bite in, it whips back around. But yeah, that is a wild one. So let's take a look here. So Manoa, big fade entry on the throttle. But yeah, look at you can see the front wheels of Kazuya Taguchi just trying to turn to the right, trying to get the car around, and not able to do it. Now, thankfully, he was able to get the car away from the wall, because that could have been much nastier. But Hiro Manoa out front, laying it down. I mean, he's definitely, I mean, maybe not him. I don't think he's turning the wrenches, but the team has dialed the car back, loosened it up, made it easier to drive. It's definitely not the quickest car on track by any means, but it is much more predictable. And I think that is what has given him so much success, is that he's not fighting the car all the way through.
You're talking Taguchi or Manoa?
Manoa, yeah. I mean, Taguchi, his cars are normally fairly loose as well, but Manoa's is noticeably slower than a lot of the cars out here. Not the slowest, but it's more predictable for him to drive, so it's a bit of a tactic.
All right, Turk is currently, again, on a courtesy competition timeout. Throw down to Lorette Nickel. Lorette.
As you can see, Ryan is in the car and the clock is running. We're at 2:33 right now. And Trey Taylor, what was the team working on fixing for Ryan?
Yeah, they were just double checking the lower ball joint. They loosened it up and give it a spin to see if the knuckle moved around. Everything was nice and straight, so looks like Ryan's going to be good to go.
Okay. Trey, thank you very much for the insight. And the clock is running. We are at 2:13 right now, and it looks like the team feeling very comfortable. Ryan in the car, and it is starting up.
Thank you so much, Lorette and Trey, giving some insight there. Turk looks, he's got good composure. Throwing in the gear.
Looks calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good sign. I love the speed holes on that car now. It's amazing you take some of it away and it looks better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, good. Looks good. Love the, I mean, I've always loved the stance of that hatchback. You know, when Osbo campaigned it and then Turk got the keys. And yeah, it's a great looking car.
Almost need like a throwback to like Steph's drag racing days with the holes in the Civic bumper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, so what an update on Manoa and Taguchi. Taguchi did call a competition timeout, okay. So that's why they exited, and now here we are, the second half of this battle. They had that contact, as you said, kind of banging doors, continued on, but we gave them their complimentary, not utilizing their official competition timeout. So also keep in mind, good thing they had that complimentary because Odie does not have a, he utilized his earlier today.
And we use this in cases where there's contact without an incomplete, and right. Essentially it's just to make sure the show is really good. The drive, you know, I mean, Ryan Turk would have had to call 5 minute, and just to see if there is a problem. But now, you know, they're given a few minutes to inspect the car, make any small adjustments that they need to. We now know and hope that both cars are tip top, so we get an awesome battle.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's alternate the positions. Ryan Turk will be out front. Odie Bakshi's in the chase position. Here is Turk in that hot hatchback we're doting on. Odie Bakshi's taking off his front bumper. And here goes Turk. Let's see what he's got. The Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla into that big bank. Man, that thing is flying right now. Pulling away from Odie. Odie is just squirming in that chase position. Currently sitting second in points, and Ryan Turk, again, he is going for it. Odie Bakshi struggles, and now almost gets up to him on that last outside zone. Smoke filling Seattle, and Ryan Turk, an absolute OG. He's like a day 1.5.
Yeah.
Not day one, he's just a little after, but that was a, dude, the car is ripping.
So fast. I mean, they got that car dialed in. Now Odie almost deeper. It looks like he does tap the wall once, maybe twice, and really struggling, but Ryan Turk super deep to the first outside zone. Second outside zone, everything looks great. Third looks great. Ryan Turk putting on a clinic out front. And Odie Bakshi's those few wall taps there through the first outside zone really, it just messed with him. He had to fight to get the car back in line, and wow, Justin Smash here with the FPV. But look at Ryan Turk out front. Banners rippling in the wind as Turk just absolutely decimating those Nitto tires. Love to see this lead, and Odie, I mean, very uncharacteristic to go that aggressive and have that kind of issue. But, I mean, this is a massive advantage here for Ryan Turk.
Yeah, this is a big move by Ryan Turk. Just how fast, how quick he was, and Odie just couldn't handle it, man. He was shaken up.
Now we do have to remember that Turk did get very aggressive in the chase when the roles were reversed a little bit. So this is what you would hope Ryan Turk would do, given the opportunity. You know, he definitely got a bit crazy, a little lost in the sauce there, and yeah, as we swap over to see Kazuya Taguchi, what they are looking at. Oh, I can't quite tell. It looks like they've got a fan underneath. I believe that is a fan under.
Something
yeah, they're
going down.
So they're either cooling, I mean, could be so many different things, but whatever they want to work on, obviously very hot.
Yep.
So try and cool that off. I've seen tactics like this as well with clutches that overheat, just to chill it out. A couple of, I won't give away any secrets, but some very interesting cooling options to keep clutches cold here. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see time in Kevin's hands, so it's hard to say what exactly is going on. We got a leaf blower going on too.
Yeah, they're just
man, anything.
Get this thing down in temps. All right, we await the outcome here. Odie Bakshi, Ryan Turk, our judges.
So yeah, we're just waiting to queue up a side-by-side here to be able to take a look at both of them. Obviously, we've been kind of back and forth through the battles as the hard-working broadcast team getting all that together for us. Shouts out to all the broadcast people getting
Kemp and the crew.
Yeah, putting this all together for us. So yeah, this is nuts. I mean, Ryan Turk with that kind of body check. If I can bring in some hockey terms here, you know,
high stick or was it clean?
No high stick on this one. It's below the waist, so we're good. But yeah, I mean, you have to put down a killer run after you have an incident like that. And Odi Bakshi's, though, that being said, in the chase, also had a completely different set of incidents. Because now we got this queued up. And let's see where our biggest mistakes are. So, out in the lead, both drivers do a pretty good job. Turk maybe a little bit deeper through that section, but Odi obviously having a mistake there through that first outside zone. And then Ryan Turk having his mistake there. Now both of them through that first and second outside zone. Lead cars look pretty dialed. Inside clips look pretty good there. Our fourth outside zone, splitting hairs, but really both of them made two very different mistakes in the lead and outside zone one. Odi obviously just tapping the wall, getting a little too crazy, losing a lot of distance that way, whereas Ryan Turk did the opposite. Caught up really quick, gave a little shove to Odi Bakshi's, but Odi was able to get his way through the rest of the run. And then from there, I mean, it's pretty even.
Gave him a little Hadouken.
Little Hadouken, yeah, there you go. More of a Dragon Ball Z guy. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamehameha.
You would.
I got a Dragon Ball Z tattoo.
You do.
I do.
All right, here we go. Odi Bakshi's Ryan Turk. Slide him left, slide him right, slide him. Ryan Turk gets one vote one more time. All right, throwing down to you guys. Reese Marin. Reese, throwing that headset. The Colombian killer over here.
Talk to me, Goose.
What's up?
Hey, you went one more time. What's up?
Yes, sir. I just went one more time because Turk had a really good lead line, and it was amazing. But then when Turk was chasing Odi, I believe Odi could have done just equally as good, but then he bumped him, he threw him offline, didn't allow him to get into outside zone 2 the way he wanted, just kind of disrupted him. I think he put a really valiant effort, but those two lead lines were really great. Yes, there were some things going on in the chase that were definitely errors, but I think it justifies for us to go one more time, try to have a clean battle, and see if this can be a little bit cleaner.
All right, there you go. So again, not unanimous. One vote for Ryan Turk, the others vying for the one more time. And here we are going back to another one more time. Jeff Jones, Jonathan Castro. All right. And Jeff Jones out front. We got a clean start. Initiated across the nose. Castro really almost making contact with Jones out the gate. Don't know if that's the smartest move there by Castro, but Castro tucks in. He comes out of angle, unfortunately. Now to that second outside zone, the power line. Castro shuts her down. Castro shuts it down. Going into this inside clip. Now transition that last outside zone goes Jones. That Evo Auto Works Nissan 370Z. Castro out in the middle of the course. Don't know exactly what's going on. Remember, he changed that clutch right before, so I still believe he does have a competition timeout. I don't think he's used his. I'm trying to recount. But what went wrong?
Yeah, really, really hard to say. Jeff Jones, I mean, yeah. It looks like Castro almost impeded on the initiation of Jeff Jones. He's doing a good job out front. Could be slightly deeper now that we're getting this far in the battle, but Castro definitely looks like he's struggling with something in the car there, trying to get it back into angle and shuts it down. Really hard to say where the issue is, but we're seeing, 6 rounds into this season, these cars are beaten and battled and bruised and warped, and it's tough to keep them operational at this point. And with a run this big, with the amount of grip they've got dialed in the cars, the drivetrain, everything takes such a beating. There is no, I caution to say, but I don't think there's a motorsport that beats their cars up quite like drifting does.
Okay.
Yeah, just it's
I mean, endurance racing obviously does that, and that's attrition.
Yeah, but they're not clutch kicking 6 times around a track. They don't have
rally. I'm playing devil's advocate.
No, I know. Oh, trust me, the internet's already blowing me up. So we're good.
Here we go. Jonathan Castro out front. And Jeff Jones. Oh, Castro done. Jeff Jones. Look at this piece. Chucks the deuce. That's going to be Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones is moving on to the final 4. The Evo AutoWorks Nissan 370s. He says, all right, these tires are smoked. Let's just put a bow on it. A smoky bow at that. Jeff Jones
I was waiting for the deuces out the window, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was waiting for the... I feel like he needs Deadpool riding with him, as Castro looks like now it's working out for him, but...
Oh, man.
Oh, what a bummer for him. Yep, well, there it is. All right, well, Jeff Jones, Deadpool loving, dance having, make it official. Slide him left for Jones or right for Castro, and there it is. Jeff Jones gets the win and one step closer to being on the box in pro competition.
I mean, what a great day for Jeff Jones. I mean, not necessarily the way you want to win, but at the end of the day, sometimes these battles are won and lost by the mechanics and what they can keep the cars operating. So it's definitely a team sport in that regard, that just keeping the car going is sometimes all you need to do.
And we've seen Jeff on the podium, Irwindale, a couple years ago, and you know, he was just so elated.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like, I'm going to take the supercharger off. And
Yeah, bring it to the podium. Hey, I mean, I'll bring up an extra chair for the podium podcast if you can do it, Jeff.
Yep. All right, well, let's see what we got here. And here's how the battle bracket is shaping up. One more times. Ryan.
Favorite tracks. So one of the most challenging parts of this track is outer zone 2. You're coming off the bank with huge speed. You have to lose a little bit of momentum, and it's very, very easily to drop tires off the track here. And it's kind of blind because you have no reference, especially in the chase position. But if you miss this, if you overdrive, you're gonna come up shallow and in the wrong position for your next clip. And if you don't go wide enough, you don't have enough space to transition to outer 3, and that can mess up the entire rest of the run. So in my opinion, this is the most challenging clip of Formula Drift Seattle, and that's my BC Racing clip tip.
Welcome back to a sold out Evergreen Speedway. Thank you so much for joining us here. Beautiful day. We have 2 drivers already in the final 4. That is Jeff Jones and Hiro Manoa. The Type S Final 4, the official lighting of Formula Drift. Not gonna need some lights today, which is nice. I love it. Done by dinner time. It's local time, just before 7 o'clock.
I think I just adapted to the time zone just in time for me to head back.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida man over here. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Chilling, looking good. Looking good, feeling good. Oh, blowing kisses? Okay, it's little smooches.
Feeling the love.
Little smooches for the pooches. Adam LZ, Trent Beecham. Stomp your feet if you will. Seattle, make some noise. Wake up a little bit out there. Come on now. All right. Well, here we go, Adam LZ. Maybe in between these battles we get a wave going. You know, here, right? Let's get a little wave going for LZ and Beecham.
Do your stretches.
Down by the apply, get some energy going. Here we go. And Adam LZ there in the burnout box with Trent Beecham. Again, notably Adam and his team putting this car together. And Adam LZ, again, putting that car together in just under 2 weeks. Absolutely great feat there. But Beecham, his team, absolutely elated. He's been turning it up, man. He has really been hitting his stride. Adam LZ would love to say, all right, well, cool story. I'm going to put a stop to that right now. Here comes Adam LZ, that Drift HQ LZ MFG. E36, Adam LZ pulls away a little bit. See him compromising, taking some angle at it, but now just throws a ton of angle at it. Look at that, high on the bank. Beecham a bit lower, coming to that power alley, into that second outside zone. LZ digs deep, yes sir. Wow, look at that. Oh man, into that last outside zone. Dude, like you said, to your point, no shakedown, no breakdown, just, dude, I saw a clip he posted on Instagram. He's like, all right, first practice run, let's go.
Yeah.
Like never, nothing.
Yeah,
Just.
I think Booth did 2 laps of the compound, and that's about all this car saw before getting shipped off. And look at this, Adam LZ, great job, very stable through the first outside zone. A little bit of a left foot brake, gets it a bit deeper there. Beecham, kind of shaky there. Now, things get a little bit more dialed through the second and third outside zone, but then through this inside clip, both drivers have an amazing transition. Then Beecham finally falling into the pocket. So LZ out front, great job. I mean, I'd like to see him hold that proximity to the wall all the way around, but outside of that, great work. Beecham, though, in the chase, had a few moments that he could have cleaned up. So right now, Trenton's got to just throw down. He's got to throw a heater. I'm expecting him to.
Yeah. He definitely, he's going to throw it, but you saw that on that bank, seemed like he was a little bit underpowered compared to Adam's setup right now. He is hitting it. So here we go. Watch for Adam LZ. He's going to be aggressive. He's not going to let Beecham run away from him. So here it is, Beecham. Good angle from him. A lot more settled out front now. Look at that. So Adam LZ, but like I said, he is right there. He is not letting him get away. Now watch this transition. Outside zone 3. Beecham does get out there. He barely taps it, hits it and quits it. Into that inside clip now. Transition now in that final outside zone. Look at that surge. You see Adam LZ kind of chomping at the bit. Makes some noise for Adam LZ and Trenton Beecham.
Yeah, great run from both of them. We've heard Jeff in the interview earlier talk about getting up into the marbles. As the tires wear down, they literally produce these little rubber marbles that go up and hit the wall and sometimes bounce down. So there is a spot right now on the track where things can get very tricky. But Trenton Beecham, very stable, holds that outside zone quite well. Adds just a touch more angle right here to get out to the second outside zone. Not super deep. Same thing through the third, trying to pick up as much speed as this track does start to tighten up at this time of day, especially in the shadows. But Beecham and Adam looking very parallel. Adam really mirroring. I mean, his focus on developing that part of his driving has done quite well. Yeah. The proximity is great. I mean, it's super easy to tell when someone's much closer than the other person, but look at the front wheels.
Wow.
They're mirroring each other all the way through. Adam doing smart, not diving in like crazy, not doing anything crazy. Just great job from both drivers.
Yeah, very calculated run there from Adam LZ, and like I said, didn't go full 11, turned it to about 8.5, and right there in tow. Beecham had those mistakes. Let's see what we got.
Oh,
a lot of people chanting one more time. I don't know if they want to see it again or if they just want. Where are my Adam LZ fans at? Make some noise.
Oh, side by side. You know what that means.
Where are my Beecham fans at? Make some noise. All right. It's pretty equal here.
Yeah, so Beecham out in the lead, I mean, I would say has a better first outside zone in the lead, but in the chase, not quite as good. Adam does a much better job of being parallel. Now, Adam does a better job to the second and third outside zone in the lead, but Beecham is closer in the chase. Inside clips pretty much mirror images of each other. And then same thing, Beecham just closer through 4, but Adam does a better job mirroring. Man, I got nothing. No idea.
Okay, all right, well, we'll see if the needle goes either way. We seen another one more time. I mean, shoot, we saw, we still have Turk and Odie one more time. Almost a one more time there with Manoa, or we saw one more time with them. And here we go. Slide him left for Adam LZ. Slide him right for Trenton Beecham. Adam LZ gets 1 vote. 2 votes. Adam LZ gets the win. Unanimously, LZ advances on. Congratulations, Adam LZ. He'll be going against Manoa in the Final Four. Wow. Hey, let's get a wave going. Those in the bleachers, closest to outside zone 1. On 3, you're going to stand up and start a wave. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that one. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Getting there.
Oh, there we go. This is how you do it. And you're going to send it back. Those on the rail, you can do it too. You can join them. All right, keep it going. Now send that thing back. Go to the beer garden and come back. And bring me a beer. All right, let's see. Okay, now send it back. Send it back. Send it back this way. Stand back up. There we go. Ah, look at that.
There it is.
Yo, we got the riptide going. Riptide, come on. Yee! Yo, there we go. All right, stomp your feet. Let's do it again. Here we go. Odie Bakshi's Ryan Turk. Who is going against Jeff Jones? Who is joining Manoa, Adam LZ? And again, Jeff Jones, Odie Bakshi's Ryan Turk. This is a one more time battle. Quickly, Odie Bakshi swings that thing around, swing that thing into that first outside zone. Odie Bakshi's that field suspension SMG. Look at how Ryan Turk is tracking, getting to the side of Odie Bakshi's. Ryan Turk gets into the side of Odie. He pushes him out of the way. This is what we saw in that first battle. Too aggressive Turk. Turk just drops the hammer on. Got to take a look at this again. Was Odie Bakshi slowing? You know, that's another thing we need to look at. If it's happened not once but twice, we need to see what's cracking here.
There was definitely something going on as they finish up outside zone 1. Odie's car gets a little disrupted, gets a little weird, and I don't know if that's just him coming off the left foot brake or what happened there. And you can see that front wheel, just tons of left foot brake right there. Just a bit of a hop from Odie Bakshi. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Just uncharacteristic of what we normally saw. So I'd want to see, is he decelling excessively? Is it, we lose tire smoke? Right there, there's like a correction.
Pop.
It almost, it almost looks like
the car. It hit the wall and it got disrupted.
Yeah, I almost want to see if we can check the decel lights to know what's going on.
Right.
Odie's pulling up to the line. I mean, obviously, if Odie didn't pull up to the line, then I would know immediately that there was some sort of mechanical issue, but I'm just not entirely sure right now.
Well, that shoved Odie out of the way. That would. So Turk is at fault. They are saying Turk is at fault. He would have to call a competition timeout.
They're not happy about it.
So again, taking a look here.
Yeah, it's so hard to say. I mean,
was Odie coming down early as well?
Yeah.
Like, because if you see him on that wall, that angle looked like he might have been coming down early and not getting out to outside zone 2. Watch this again.
Yeah, or was he decelling as a red? I mean, there's definitely something strange going on with Odie's car through there. I mean, it's just kind of hopping around. Now, that could be him just coming off the left foot brake and starting to surge down, but so right there, you can see the car jumping. Lights go blue. Oh man, this is so tough.
His line looked like it was going to be shallow and coming and diving into that power alley.
Yeah. So the judges are obviously taking a look at this. You know, the initial call right now was Turk at fault, but we're definitely taking a look at these replays over and over again. Either way, the drivers are going to want to take a look at their cars. Odie, I mean, he's out of his timeout. So
yeah,
but
if Turk is at fault, he's allowed to get hands on his car.
Right.
Yep.
That is correct. But if Odie is at fault, he would need to use his competition timeout, which he doesn't have. So.
All right, so Turk backing it in, back in the pits, getting hands on the car. Again, our final battle of the Great 8. 3 drivers in the Final 4. All right, here's and again, the United States Air Force instant replay. Take a look at this angle here.
So we see green lights for Odie. And then they dip down, so he's still got acceleration. But you see the jumping around.
The car is hopping around quite a bit.
I know, but the hard thing is that on purpose? Is this a suspension setup? Is the car just very soft? Is the suspension meant to be moving around that much? So hard to say. So looking at our track map here, this is something that came up in the drivers' meeting a few times. There is not an intentional hard decel zone coming off 1 to 2. There is not a spot where you are expecting them to shore the car up and slow down dynamically. there is I would say a gradual or a natural decel that has to happen through that area. But when we talk about a decel zone when it comes to track map and judging, that is an area where a driver intentionally and dynamically slows the car down. Coming off the bank, you are going to slow down a little bit, but I think we're trying to take a look at obviously the green lights to see what they're doing.
Yep.
Those lights letting us know if the car is adding speed or at speed or removing speed based on the color indicator. And yeah, you can see the teammates there from the field suspension showing Odie what's going on. We're definitely getting caught up in the car hopping around. It looks strange, but these cars are basically magic at this point. The amount of witchcraft that goes on with the suspension, it's really hard to tell if that's something that was meant to happen. But wow, what an interesting turn of events here we've got going into our grade. Well, getting into the Final Four.
Yeah, and Odie analyzing that, seeing what's going down. It's pretty interesting. I'm like I said, just the progression of this, utilizing the drones, utilizing the telemetry, the obviously the momentum lights, all of those things play a major role, and it's not all of it, right? But it's another tool that the judges utilize. Obviously, we as presenters and announcers talking about it. So, all right, well, we'll figure out, we'll deduce what goes on here. One more battle here in the Grade 8. Who's it going to be, Turk or Odie? But you know what? Take it from Turk. There's this little segment here from, speaking of Ryan Turk.
What's up, everybody? We're here at Formula Drift Seattle, and this is one of our rare morning events, which I'm a big fan of. So that means you start in the morning and you usually end by dusk. So when the sun starts to drop, and you're usually around top 8 to semifinals time frame when that starts, and the sun and shadows are really periodic all throughout the track, you want to have a proper visor on your helmet to help filter out a lot of the sun rays, but not a tinted visor so you can still see in some of the shadows. So I have something that does that, where it's a very light tint on it, and it mainly just helps filter out the sunlight so you can still see through some of those blinding rays and be able to transition and still see into the shadows. So if you make it that far, this is something that you're going to want to run, and hopefully we're there tomorrow. Take it from Turk.
All right. Well, welcome back. We are here. Round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, going over talking to the judges, seeing what they've deduced.
Yeah, lots of conversation about it. I mean, we're watching the replay over and over and over again from as many camera angles as we can get our hands on. A couple things that came to light watching those replays. It was pointed out that Odie is grabbing the e-brake a couple of times through there, whether that is to settle the car, to kind of get the suspension to line back up before you shoot back out. It is something I've seen used multiple times coming off that. Whether or not that makes it the correct thing to do, that's not for me to say. But there is a couple of e-brake pulls as he comes out of outside zone 1. That being said, Turk, on a tighter line already faster, a lot of closing speed there. So it's one of those two wrongs.
Storm.
Yeah, just two wrongs, not making it right.
Yep.
And
perfect storm once again.
Super, super tough. Every time we think we have an idea of how things could go, something comes up like this where it's unprecedented and we're just trying to work our way through it.
You can see the damage there on Turk, so hopefully he got the car back up to snuff, but all things considered, incomplete. The contact kicks Odie on the inside of the track. So here we are one more time. Turk was deemed at fault. He had to use his comp timeout. He's at a deficit, so he's going to need to step up. But here we are looking at Manoa and LZ. So we're advancing on to our first battle of the Final Four. Again, Manoa guaranteed a podium. He is the highest seeded driver that is in the Final Four. So if he loses against Adam LZ, Manoa would get third place. Obviously, if he advances on, basically LZ, a lot of things. LZ might be on the podium if. Yeah, we'll just play it out.
There's a few scenarios. It's going to get complicated. We're good. We'll tell you when
basically Turk and Odie dictates if LZ is on the box or not. But you know what? Regardless, they both want to win. Manoa and LZ to guarantee either first or second to get into the finals. Here we go. Hiro Manoa, 14 years old, against Adam LZ. Obviously, content creator, car crusher. He's got his own LZ World Tour. He's got his own events. He's popping all over the place. And here we go, Manoa, Juku Racing, Jerry Yang Racing, 86. Second place at a previous round in St. Louis. LZ with that victory last year, leaving the RTR camp and campaigning his own vehicle. Here we go, Manoa down into that power alley. Filling all that second outside zone, transitioning into the third. Now tight on that inside clip. Good composure there by Adam LZ in that final outside zone. That got a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Kind of attacked on that transition and checked up, but kept control. That got a little hairy.
Yeah, split second longer, and he would have been into the side of Hiro Manoa, and that would have been nasty. So, all right, we are getting down to the fine margins and details here. Hiro Manoa right to the wall, first outside zone. Adam holding a really good line there, where you can see him just fighting the car to get into the pocket, kind of on the throttle, off the throttle, on the brakes, off the brakes. Now holds things really well through the second outside zone for both drivers. Just a unison, just like, oh, just a beautiful transition there. Inside clip looks great for both drivers, and that's the dive that Jared was talking about. But Adam, I mean, fourth outside zone, right where he needs to be. So the drivers are really focusing right now on getting the exact line that the lead driver has. So they're making sure that the line and angle is there, and then hoping they can gain proximity. That's what we're seeing a lot of right now. And it's really, really cool to see, because that's such a hard thing to do. Not that, you know, driving really close to somebody is easy, but yeah, I mean, both drivers had a great run there. This is where it did not, the move,
this
the
is
needle
why
did
they're
not
there.
move. Yeah.
This is why they're there. Here we go, Adam LZ now out front, Manoa in the chase position. Send it, here we go. Adam LZ, who's moving on, who's going to the finals. Look at Adam just ripping into it. Manoa, good composure. You see him just get right there in the pocket. Adam LZ really high on the bank. Manoa, 14 years old, unfazed. Look at that angle from Adam LZ. Throw some more at it. In that second outside zone, just barely a tread off course. Manoa takes a tighter line. Adam LZ dives in on the inside clip. Manoa, look at the young buck, gets to the side of Adam LZ. Pushing around. Adam LZ makes some noise. Seattle. Woo!
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hot dang. It got hot in here, baby.
It got real hot in here.
Got spicy. Got spicy. The Scoville levels off the charts.
Oh, this is awesome. I mean, we haven't seen a Manoa this aggressive either. Normally he is very smooth and cool and collected, and the horns came out on this one. Adam LZ out front, Manoa chasing, and you can see here Adam just trying to get away from Hiro Manoa, who's just deep in the pocket. I don't know how he is seeing. That cabin is completely full of smoke.
Right-hand drive.
Oh, man, that is the saving grace here. Adam fills all of the first outside zone, maybe going a little bit deeper. Third outside zone looks great. Inside clip, everything looks copacetic. And that transition, first hit there from Hiro Manoa, overly aggressive. 14-year-old just trying to bully Adam LZ.
Yeah, I definitely want to see like the overhead. I think that Manoa did miss outside zone 3 compared to Adam. You know, Manoa missed it compared to Adam LZ, and then that last outside zone looks dynamic. Love the shot from Justin Smash there, the FPV, but I think the True Serum will highlight a little bit. Here we go. Take a look at it again. Here's the True Serum.
Yeah,
they're chanting one more time. They want to see it again.
All right, let's see what we can find with this run. I mean, Manoa definitely closer than Adam. Adam out front, doing a good job. Both drivers through outside zone 1 looks good, but Adam getting in tighter to the second half, filling all of the second outside zone, third outside zone as we come through there. Man, this is so close. This is so close. And look at that hit from Hiro Manoa. I mean, man. This is why I'm not a judge. This exact reason is why I'm not a judge.
It's a great one.
Oh, man.
What do you guys think out there? Yeah, fans erupting. Yo. All right.
I mean, we know they want it one more time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great battle, but you know, do you think we have a victor? You don't have to say. Yeah?
I really don't.
You're not a judge, dude.
I know. I would not be able to pick. I feel like I'd hit one more time more than any other judge.
All right. Well, we got a verbal here, and basically one judge says Manoa. One judge says Manoa. One judge says one more time. And the third judge says, one more time, they're going at it again. The crowd erupts. They are hyped. This guy's beating the beat. This guy just got jacked off of some PCAAs. Dude, this place is erupting right now. What do you say, Seattle? One more time battle between Manoa and Adam LZ. Totally justifiable. Honestly, I was leaning a little towards Adam.
Yeah, man, I thought that for a bit.
That outside zone 3 and 4. Again, great transitions. He wasn't as deep, like the proximity, but overall, I think Adam was just deeper in those zones. But
yeah, I see
you know
it.
What?
But
when in doubt, one more time, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so cool to see one of the biggest names in the sport going head-to-head with a prodigy.
Yeah.
Just an absolute prodigy in the sport, and we get to see it all over again.
Yep. All right. Two-fisted fire start. I was thinking of prodigy. Here we go. So here is the second half of this Ryan Turk Odie battle. Keep in mind, this is in the Great 8. The winner of this battle goes against Jeff Jones. Jeff Jones waiting in the wing. He's hyped over there in his pit. Again, Laurent Nickel had some great interviews and questions with him, but here is Ryan Turk back on the start line going against Odie Bakshis. You know, Turk, you know, with that contact, getting Odie, you know, getting that contact there, and you know, Turk was at fault. That was that unanimous going to the judges there, or it was two? So it was split. So again, they're still kind of Turk is still at fault.
Yeah.
So, but it was not unanimous. Just to clarify that. So Turk is at a bit of a deficit here, given the scenario. So he really needs to step up, and Turk is hoping that Odie makes a mistake, but Odie, you know, he's got to take a tempered approach here. I think that's the wise move for Odie Bakshis. Currently second in points. Look at that. He comes out just so look. He compromised a little bit of angle to get that proximity, get there. Oh, he takes a dive to the inside. Odie Bakshis, 3 wheels off. That's an incomplete from Odie Bakshis. An easy fast pass into the final 4. That's a major mistake from Odie Bakshis. And that was on the inside. He took that tighter line. He got lost in the smoke outside zone 2. This potentially, again, unofficially, this could potentially force a one more time. But lead versus lead, chase versus chase. We didn't see a lead because Turk had that contact. Let's look at it again.
Yeah, so we're definitely trying to look here for that 3 wheels off. Odie, something is going on. Not able to catch up with Ryan Turk as a complete rocket ship in that Rain-X Corolla. You go 1, 2, and then, right here, yeah, 3 wheels off, pretty clear. Wow, Odie Bakshis. So, yeah, 2 incompletes in the chase. I mean, man, and we can't even go lead versus lead at this point.
because you know, Odie's lead got abbreviated because of the contact caused by Ryan Turk, and yeah. So I mean, I'm just deducing in my mind that this would go to one more time. Mrs. Fridge over here, she's cheering on old Turkey boy out here.
Yeah, what this?
Yeah, Seattle be Turkin'. You're feeling it. So slide him left for Odie, right for Turk, and one more time, and there it is, one more time. And look at that, Turk got a gift.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was signed, sealed, and delivered for Odie to advance on. Don't know what's going on with Odie. Also, keep in mind, still doesn't have a competition timeout. Obviously, he can work on his car now, which is good. But what's up? What's going on with it? You know, it's interesting. So
wild.
Yeah, so Jeff Jones still waits in the wings. He doesn't know who he's going to be going against. We have a one more time on the other side of Manoa and Adam LZ. What an event. Seattle always delivers. I love, you know, coming in, go to the Sub Pop record store at the Seattle airport, touchdown. My boy Randy picks me up. Always have a good time. Thursday, Type S Night Lights. I mean, look, we have a great time at every city we come to, and a proof positive of that is you got to watch Send It. We have a fun video series, myself and talking to a bunch of drivers and people and fans and you, and capturing the car culture. So Drift Wizard, the Whiz Kids, I see you guys out there with your orange cone hats. All y'all Whiz Kids out there. Andy Haley always having a good time. But if you haven't seen it, watch Send It. We've had an episode every stop. So most recently St. Louis, we're filming here. We're having a good time. So again, check out a little teaser of Send It in St. Louis.
Oh, what's up? You got your own TV show?
You got angry?
Cannot be on cameras. The plot thickens.
Hello there.
Send it, brother. Late entry.
Let's send it!
Oh, I love them Send It videos, Jared. They're so fun.
They're so much fun.
Damn right.
gateway to the west. Well, the gateway literally to the west, because we are halfway through our Formula Drift season. We are across the Mississippi River from the infamous St. Louis Arch. This is the largest structure in the Western Hemisphere. I mean, it's the largest arch in the world. We're just across Mississippi. We're actually technically in Illinois, which is the side that Worldwide Technology Raceway is on, and we got some expensive race cars. So, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna send it. Boop. Question. What's Formula Drift's most hated condiment? Ketchup.
What's up, man? How are you?
How are you?
I like your hat.
Thank you.
You're looking good.
This is my first drift event. I'm from Kansas City.
Don't whiz your pants. Whiz your hat.
So I've been here for 4 years running now. This is his second year. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, brother.
How you doing?
He's a whiz kid too.
Third one all the way from Minnesota, 10 hours. It's worth it. It's so much better in person, man. You get to feel the rumble of the cars and the smell of the burning rubber is great, man. Formula Drift is king. I've always had a passion for cars, and I feel like drifting is like pushing the cars and it pushes the drivers a lot.
You're a whiz kid too.
Of course.
What's up? It's not a cult, but we do have meetings every Tuesday.
Drift Wizard, he's always the one guy that's super funny, and good drifting, funny videos, only way to go.
Here we go, Andy Haley.
I decided to put a cone on my head about 2 years ago and start making dumb Instagram videos, and we came up with this idea, and after a prototype came out that we had in Salt Lake City last year, we decided to run with it, so.
I saw it on all the live streams and thought, well, that's the coolest hat I've ever seen, so I gotta get one. And also I enjoy his driving, so might as well support him.
Yeah! Finally found it! What's up, buddy? People like weird stuff, and we're in a silly motorsport to begin with. I mean, it's a silly thing that we do with our cars. Might as well be silly. Send Italy end it!
We're making content, hey! Yeah! St. Louis, great car scene, diverse, little off-road, little Euro. Here at Worldwide Technology, they have awesome events out here. I've been out here actually when we come here for St. Louis Auto Show. Good drift events, kind of quarantine all this area off, so good drift scene. Hey, what's up, man?
You don't sound the same.
What do you mean? I'm Jared Diaz, and I'm with. What's this child's name? Say it in. All right, who's your favorite driver? Go.
Oh my God, dude, I love them all equally. They're all amazing drivers. They're all so skilled. But I gotta go RCP and Mr. Forsberg.
Come with my grandson.
We're
liking it.
Do you like the drift stuff?
I love the drift stuff.
I'm the announcer.
Oh, you really the announcer?
Yeah.
Well, you guys keep it moving.
We're trying.
Great job.
We're having fun here. It looks like you got a smile on your face.
That's why I'm having fun, but I'm tired.
This is Mother Ducker. This is like always out at events. Currently molting. Big drift fan here. We're gonna go harass Amanda and Brandon. Is that okay? Should we go harass them? Oh gosh.
How we doing, guys?
What up, Jared?
What's going down at the Air Force activation real quick? Sorry.
We got some autograph signing going out over here, and usually we'll end with like some sort of competition, like a push-up contest or like a pull-up contest.
All right, I'll let you sign autographs. Thank you, guys. Keep it up, Brandon.
Brandon, who do you got? Who do you got next?
Frederick Osbo!
Bye!
I'm super proud to announce Rain-X's all-new wiper blade design, the Turkin SUV Heavy Duty Series.
Whoa, whoa, cut! Ryan, it's the truck and SUV blade. It says it right there.
These new blades are specifically designed for truck and SUV windshields. They're tougher and built for rugged weather. Like I said, the all-new Rain-X truck and SUV blade, engineered not to be turked in tough conditions and built for your truck or SUV. Get a pair today, only at AutoZone. I mean, I still like the idea of a Turk and SUV blade.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
Students that go through our programs have fantastic experiences and they come out getting good job placements.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
10 out of 10. If you even think this is the right place for you, you better just go.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Ready to rise? To the challenge? Above obstacles. Above perceptions. Above it all. If so, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Look at that Ditto tire just rip.
Been holding power you make for 30 years. But here's the real question. How much torque are you making? Because every single ACT clutch is rated by the torque produced at the crank. That's all your clutch cares about. Your power, your performance, your success. Unrivaled precision, power, and durability. Visit advancedclutch.com today. 30 years of precision engineering and performance excellence. Because every revolution starts at the crank.
Welcome back. We got the cars in the burnout box. Here we are again, still in the 8 to find out Odie or Turk who's going against Jeff Jones. This is a Control-Alt-Delete, reset, reboot. Turk got a bit of a gift there. He was at fault. That's what the judges said. Again, it was split decision, two against one, and then Odie, major mistake. And you were kind of concluding that the car's not 100.
Yeah, it was really weird to see what was going on with Odie's car. I mean, it looked like he struggled to initiate, which that's very rare for him.
Yep.
And then seeing the way it came through that zone, it just, something didn't seem quite right. So they're back at the line, so yeah.
Here we go, Odie Bakshi's Ryan Turk. Who's gonna come out on top? Who's going against Jones? Who's going to the final floor? That fuel suspension SOT initiating into the bank. And look at that, again, that front right just posted up. The no-wheel peel into that. There, look at Turk saying, okay, fine, I'll back off. Go to that second outside zone, through the power alley, into outside zone 3. Oh, there we go. Now applying the pressure past that inside clip in that final outside zone. You see Turk get to the side of him. Just no contact, clean, sterile, good. Gave him enough room.
He's playing it smart.
Yep, and Odie looked like initiated, no problem, no big deal. NBD for Odie.
Yeah, so whatever, if there was an issue, they got it sorted, but yeah, Odie does a good job in the first outside zone. Could have been a little bit deeper, as you can see there, just struggling to get it up to the wall, does for a second. And then right here, Turk just giving him room. Trying to mirror that line as best as possible, does a good job through there, uses some extra momentum to fill in the gap in between the two drivers. And yeah, Turk just playing it much smarter, much smarter. Not as aggressive, not as crazy, able to keep things under control. But yeah, Odie not nearly as deep to that first outside zone. And but at least the car is not looking as awkward through that section. So a little bit more tidy, but he's calmed down, he's taking a breath. Now it's time to see what Odie's going to do in the chase.
Yep, let's see how tight and right the car is, or is he still having some issues? We'll see. But now Ryan Turk out front, and we saw how much horsepower he has in that pocket, man. He was really jumping to the side of Odie on that bank, and on that previous battle, Odie's kind of struggling to hang with Ryan Turk. Again, this hot hatchback, this thing is a weapon. Into that first outside zone, look at initiating. There goes Turk. A little bit of wavering there. Look at the banners just flapping as these hot rods just blast past. Going to this power. Oh, buddy. Going to that second outside zone, the power rally. Here goes Odie Bakshi's. Gets to the side of Ryan Turk. Into that inside clip. Odie Bakshi's bathing in the smoke. Comes out of it. Ryan Turk puts it right in the outside zone. Odie Bakshis, I definitely want to see some overhead, see that shot, especially on that last outside zone 4. Pretty good, but there might be some slip-ups there. Let's take a look.
Yeah, so Ryan Turk out in the lead, already looking a little bit deeper than Odie was, able to get the car in there. Now worming a little bit back and forth to try and massage it into the wall, while Odie looks very stable, but Turk comes off the bank a bit early, has to shore up to get into the second outside zone, but it does allow him to get all of the third. Now Odie diving in here through that inside clip. Turk gets back on the power, and so does Odie. So a little awkward from Turk out front, but definitely awkward from Odie in the chase. Part of that, can be from some of the Turk coming out a little bit early off the zone, but yeah, both drivers just very hesitant now. I mean, when you see mistakes like that previous, it's not a shock that you're going to see some hesitancy, but yeah, Turk right there, that was a fairly big correction in order to get the car pushed out to the second outside zone. And then Turk really holds on to it through the inside clip, and it forces Odie to have to kind of push out wide. So neither driver really.
They didn't twist the knife. There wasn't just a rock solid boom like.
But I mean, they've been in contact how many times now, right? And it's not like they've had a bunch of time to completely nut and bolt the whole car. There could be so many things going on with these vehicles at this point in time. So let's take a look at our lead, see if we see anything massive. I mean, definitely Turk deeper through the first inside zone. Both chases look pretty close here. Now, second outside zone, I would say Odie does a better job through there. Third, Turk does a better job there. Inside clip, in the lead, pretty similar. But Odie on a tighter line in the chase through that inside clip, and then Turk has a bit better of a chase through the last section. So, man, really, really tough to say. So, some hesitancy there after coming into contact, 3, 4, I don't know how many times now. They almost swapped liveries at this point.
Right. Odie's car is yellow now?
Yeah.
All right, so slide him left for Odie, right for Ryan Turk. Looks like Ryan Turk gets 1 vote. 2 votes, Ryan Turk gets the win. Turk advances to the finals. Jeff Jones versus Turk, Manoa versus Adam LZ. So basically, LZ and Manoa are guaranteed a podium.
Right.
Because basically, Jeff Jones 17th, Ryan Turk 13th, Manoa is seated second because he finished second in St. Louis, and LZ 6th. So basically, if Manoa moves on, Adam LZ will get 3rd place. If LZ moves on, Manoa would get 3rd place.
Yeah,
so
and Jeff Jones has to win to be on the box. So
it is a must-win.
If we're going to have any shot at having a supercharger on the podium tonight, Jeff Jones got to win.
Right.
So,
all right.
Wow.
Well, what a battle there, and it was unanimous. Congratulations to Ryan Turk. He gets the victory. He moves on.
And importantly, too, I mean, going back to the championship, how soon we forget.
Odie's out.
Odie's out at this point, so there is no contender left here. But now the mid-pack gets really mixed up with Manoa and LZ coming up through the points. I mean, now we're starting to look at who's going to be 3rd, maybe even 2nd in the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and again, Manoa currently sits in 4th.
Yeah,
and with
LZ in 7th.
7th. So here we go. Manoa out front at Juku Racing. That Jerry Yang Racing 86. Oh, LZ takes a little bit of angle at it. He works his way. Look at the proximity here from LZ. He's shimming his way. He is trying to force an error here for Manoa in that second outside zone. Now through the power alley, Manoa dives in on that inside clip. Let's see what we got. Adam LZ takes it out, lets him pass, and gets that position in the last outside zone. The crowd erupts.
So the complete opposite of what we just saw, which was, okay, one more time, I got to dial it back, take it a little bit safe. Now, no, Adam LZ, Hiro Manoa. Nope, we got to go harder.
Yeah, Manoa said, hold my juice box.
Yeah, this was nuts once again. So look at this, Manoa right up to the wall. Now Adam LZ gets into the pocket. This is where we start to see that worming back and forth to try and get the car in. Now Manoa adds a little bit more angle to that section. Look at just LZ just back and forth, back and forth. It's like he's trying to parallel park in between Manoa and the wall. And through the 3rd outside zone, not able to really get in there, and then transitioning through the inside clip, but LZ does gain some ground through the last part of our 4th outside zone. Oh, man.
Some people have said that Manoa has great control and can place the car. Some people are saying maybe he's a little slower.
Yeah.
And I think that's evidence right there, seeing how Adam is dancing and going back and forth. And, hey, that's a spotter's job to say, hey, maybe he's a little slower. modify accordingly your line and your speed and your temperament and the placement of your vehicle. And I think that's what Adam did there. Maybe got hung up and choked up on that inside clip. That's why he dove in the inside, but he allowed him to pass, transition, and then drop back into the pocket. So here we go. Adam LZ now out front. Send it! Seattle. Here we go. That Drift HQ, BMW E36, Manoa chasing him down. Adam LZ, good angle from him. Manoa hanging with them. Talked about the speed. Look at that angle again. He pours some more on it. This is what he did on that last battle. Now come into that third outside zone. Look at Manoa. Manoa grinding on him into this last outside zone. LZ and Manoa toe-to-toe. The crowd erupts here in Seattle. Stomp your feet. Make some noise. Woo! Dude, you hear that?
Oh, man.
I just called the doctor.
Oh.
I called the doctor because that was sick.
That was so sick. That was so sick. Oh, man. Adam LZ's ability to huck, angle, catch the car, and get back online is just nuts. And that's what we're seeing here. Look at, they are parallel. They are mirroring each other through that entire outside zone. Look at Adam hucking in the angle, holds onto it, gets back on throttle, pushes all the way through 2. Manoa anticipates both of them. Great job through 3. Then taps his door for a good measure. Inside clip looks beautiful from both drivers into outside zone 4. Manoa once again just mirrored. How is he 14? How is he driving this way? It's like he's a 60-year-old man who's been driving every day of his life.
Sim racing, dog. Sim is playing a major role in the game. You know, he took, what, 5,000 turns on his sim before each round. So he goes back to Japan and just, I mean, thousands of turns.
This is absolutely wild. And Adam out front doing everything he can, like hucking this angle in, getting back on throttle, keeping the tire smoke going. Just nuts.
Look at these. Look at the smoke eaters down there.
Smoke eaters, man. I love it.
Yeah, brother.
Front row in the splash zone. Oh, man. Just their ability to be parallel all the way through it is completely wild. Man, I'm so pumped. So let's take a look here at our BC Racing custom coilover side by side. So we know the leads are wild. We know the chases are wild. I mean, you can take your pick as to what you want to watch, but look at Adam LZ doing a really good job there. Whereas Manoa a little bit further back, but able to parallel the car. So as we transition into our third outside zone, Manoa with that touch, doing a really good job. Obviously, Adam getting a little choked up through that section and pushing. Wow, what a zone, what a battle.
What a battle. Again, both these guys guaranteed podiums, but obviously want to better it, get up there on the box. You know, again, Manoa got second place in St. Louis. Adam got a victory last year. He's currently, what do we say, 6th in points? 7th in points. LZ thought his season was over after totaling E36. Here we go. Slide it left for Manoa, slide it right for Adam LZ. Manoa gets 1 vote, 2 votes. Manoa gets the win unanimously. Manoa, back-to-back podiums. At minimum, 2nd place for the 14-year-old. LZ locks in 3rd place.
Wow.
It is a must-win for the other side of the bracket, but Manoa, Hero Manoa, gets the win and goes on to the finals. Are you guys not entertained? Make some noise, Seattle.
Get all the value out of the ticket tonight.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Pay for the whole seat. You're only going to use the edge, baby. That's right. We got you on your toes. Some great driving. Place is still packed. The sun is setting, but it's about to get more lit.
Yeah, this is just wild. And we still have to see Jeff Jones versus Ryan Turk. Jeff Jones on an absolute heater. Ryan Turk getting so incredibly lucky with crazy turn of events.
Right.
I mean, has Ryan Turk used up all of his luck? Is Jeff Jones still able to keep all of it after sitting on ice for the last 20 minutes? How's this going to go? And then after that, taking on the prodigy that is Hero Manoa.
Yep.
Wow.
So Hero Manoa waits to see Jeff Jones or Ryan Turk. And one of the judges down there, let's elaborate as we get set up. Looks like Brian. Hero Manoa, what a great run there, man. Hero and Adam. But why'd the needle go towards Hero?
Yeah, if you watch the run, outer zone 1 in the chase, LZ had a couple adjustments. You could see where he kept wavering in the back, kind of being choppy. When they came through again in the chase, I think he didn't get in outer zone 3 as good as he could. And then when he was in the leads were pretty good. But when he came out towards the finish line, he dropped the tires there at the end.
Yeah, I saw that. That Ryan Sage and I are over here looking at him like, oh, don't be 3 off. Don't be 3 off. But get that competition going. Here we go. Back to the action. No, sorry. Taking a look at the replay. Sorry, replay.
Oh, yeah. See,
you throw me off. He stabbed my shoulder, dude.
You see where he's making the adjustments there in the chase. And if you watch it the other way around, Manoa's not doing that in the chase. And like Robbie was talking earlier, too, he was saying, like, maybe it helps being in the right-hand side of the car because you're down a little bit lower and not in that smoke, being able to ride up high in the chase.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, center punches it there from Adam in the chase, and then doesn't get quite all the way out there. I see what you're getting at. I mean, not as confident in the lead, or sorry, in the chase through outside zone 1.
Yeah, and I think he did get choked up there, again, going to that inside clip. So some mistakes by Adam LZ, and that's why Manoa is awarded and deserves that victory. So Manoa unanimously gets the win. Back-to-back podiums from St. Louis and now here to Monroe. There he is. He's
still studying.
Yeah, still just a consummate student. Yeah, there he is.
Is he watching or is he already back gaming?
Yeah,
he doesn't have his sim, but
he's playing Torque Drift.
Yeah, he's on Torque Drift right now.
Yeah.
We're doing laps, so.
But again, just a great young man. Had some words with him, and you know, I think he was the moment, man, in St. Louis. He was the moment. It was really cool. It's really great. And dude, if he gets a win here, it's gonna blow things up.
It's gonna be crazy. I mean, the fact that he's just back on the podium again is nuts. So taking a look at our driver matchup here. This is from 2021 to 2024. Turk
3-0.
Yeah, overall matches in that time 113. That's a lot of laps.
Dude, yeah.
A lot of laps.
My back hurts just reading that, and that's just in 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So here we are, Jeff Jones at Evil Auto Works from Redlands, California, or the shop is in Redlands. And actually, Jeff, I believe him and his wife just moved there to that area, just down the freeway from myself, actually. And Ryan Turk from New Hampshire. Shannon and his son Roman cheering him on from New Hampshire. Here we go, Ryan Turk, Jeff Jones. Let's get ready to send it. Sopa on Europa, keeping it clean, ready to send him down the chute. On 3, let's yell send it as loud as possible. 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go, Ryan Turk, Jeff Jones. Who's going against Manoa? Coming down out of the gate, that right next Toyota GR Corolla. Where is Jeff Jones? Jeff Jones back there quite a bit. Jeff Jones, oh no! Jeff goes hard to the wall, he throws his car. Ryan Turk continues on. Jeff not running 100%. It is a must win in order to get on the box for either one of these drivers. Ryan Turk barely knocks over. That inside clip continues on pace. And Jeff just left in the dust, staring at the sun, wavering. That could have been a lot worse for Mr. Jones.
And look, it is not over yet. There is still a battle to go, and we've seen wilder things that have already happened tonight. So it's really hard to say. What I'm looking, that looks like a misshift. Yeah, it looks like he just wasn't able to get the car into gear, and by then, I mean, Ryan Turk already out there. But the fact that Jeff Jones keeps in it, doesn't get into the wall, that alone is a victory, because coming in with that kind of angle, very, very easy to do that. But Ryan Turk out front, I mean, this is a solid lead run. I mean, if we were in qualifying right now, we're well into the high 90s there from Ryan Turk, filling all that outside zone 1.
Oh, that could have been so bad.
So close from Jeff Jones. We would have been picking up that car with a dustpan. But yeah, Ryan Turk, I mean, really, really putting it down. You know, might have some idea that Jeff Jones isn't even in the same neighborhood. But either way, Turk laying it down. You can see just from that drone view what the sun is like, what these drivers are facing. And
it's the flares, and it just kind of shows up, and it doesn't. Again, the banners, you get a real reference of speed of the banners on the fence, just how they're flapping, and yeah, that sun, just you're staring right into it.
Yeah, not an easy thing to do. So, you know, you're already near the finals, you're already having a crazy time, so why not make it, you know, put it on hard mode and make it even more difficult by putting blinding lights in there. Makes for a beautiful shot, though.
Yeah, it does.
Think of the photos.
Mm-hmm. Do it for the gram.
Yeah, do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram, kids. All right, Jeff Jones looks like he converses with the FD staff, and looks like he is ready to go right back to the line. So he will now lead. That guy parties, dude. That dude, Pineapple Pen, dude. That guy gets down. That guy, yeah.
Where do you get an outfit like that?
The discount store.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
All right. Baby Gap.
Baby Gap.
Jeff Jones will lead, Ryan Turk giving chase. Let's send it. Who's going on to go against Manoa in the finals? Jeff Jones swings in front of the nose of that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. The Evo AutoWorks Prisma Nissan Z. Ryan Turk, he has great proximity, but I'd like to mimic that angle now coming down into that power alley. Good approach. Ryan Turk way shallow on outside zone 3. Look, the sun comes into play once they peek out around the bleachers in that last outside zone. Yeah, must have been a misshift by Jeff Jones. Yeah. Definitely more dialed. Unfortunate for him. So Turk not exactly the tightest on that outside zone 3, but you got to think about that mistake by Jones right out of the gate in that chase position.
Well, and knowing that there might be some sort of issue, especially on initiation, you got to be careful, because last thing you want to do before going in the finals is binning your car behind a driver that might have some sort of mechanical. But Ryan Turk playing around a little bit here. I mean, you can also use this time to try out a few different things, but Jeff Jones, it's sad because this is a pretty solid lead run. Yeah. Would it be enough to, knock out Ryan Turk? Hard to say, but man, it was such a great run from Jeff Jones, and I'm hoping he carries this momentum, this ability, and this confidence into Utah.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
It'd be great.
It's infectious. Here we go. Ryan Turk gets the win. Ryan Turk advances on. He's going against 14-year-old Hiro Manoa. Adam LZ locked in for third. And there it is. So our finals are set. One more pair to do battle. Are we going to get a winner? Are we going one more time? Is Hiro going to better his second place finish? Is Ryan Turk going to podium for the first time this year? Right. He's had a bit of bad luck. He's guaranteed a podium. Congratulations to him, but he wants to get that win. I'm telling you, what did I say? If he gets this podium, Lorette put that mic in his face, he's going to cry like a baby.
And it wasn't that long ago either that Ryan Turk was a young gun coming up, just pushing people around, doing crazy things, driving Pontiac Solstices, and just making a name for himself.
S chassis, bro. I mean, he drove his car to Chicago from New Hampshire, drifted his S13, and drove it home.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right. Speaking of Lorette Nickel, and Lorette is down there with the Jerry Yang team, and they're in Manoa's corner.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was able to talk to Hiro a little bit earlier, and he said that the track is really exciting. It is challenging. What he needs to do, he needs to push. Because this bank is so long, he needs to hold angle. I just asked him, how comfortable are you? And he shook his head, and he gave me a big smile, and he said, oh yeah, he's ready.
All right, so there it is, taking a look, and thank you, Lorette, for all the insights. And again, be sure to tune in. Couple things. If you're here, come join us at the podium. Let's celebrate Hiro, Turk, and Adam LZ. Please join us over there. Afterwards, Jacob, you're going to do your podcast. You always do a post-event podcast. And for future, what's the next one dropping?
This one will be coming out tomorrow morning. So if you are here in the building, you can go over and watch us record that podcast. Right. And then if not, you'll catch it tomorrow morning. We drop it right after.
And which outer zone? Who's coming?
So this will be the podium, and then after that, who do we have next? I don't remember.
All right, TBD.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, the finals are here. Ryan Turk, the veteran, and as you call it, the prodigy, the rising star, Hiro Manoa, 14 years old. Look at the math. 26 years between the two. Oh my gosh, he could be his dad. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, round 6, the Formula Drift Pro Championship continues here at Evergreen Speedway.
In drifting, everything's a mental game.
Boom!
Perfect. If you're not focused, you're off your game.
Ryan Turk is back at it. He wants it.
Extreme performance racing, battle tested in Formula Drift for the last 4 years. XPR contains Centerlook additive technology, ultimate Z DDP wear protection, and superior high temp performance. Pour Purple, Royal Purple, the synthetic expert.
Drifting is not just a sport, it's culture, it's in our blood.
It's a fine line that you have to walk. You have to be able to adapt on the fly and be able to drive on your instinct.
Tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. We couldn't do this without them.
The finals are here. The fans in the building are those, the Formula Drift watch parties across the country, including at Bowls in Los Angeles. Shout out to the homies at Bowls in Los Angeles. The Toyota Gazoo Racing pop-up until August 25th. If you're in the LA area, be sure to drop by. Maybe go say what's up to the homies. And again, let's throw it down to Lorette Nickel, who is with Stefan Papadakis.
Of course, I wanted to get a word from Steph and see, is there any words of advice? Is there anything that you tell Ryan at this point?
Brian, his spotter, and Ryan have a relationship that they don't need me. They get through rounds, they can win. We went out a little bit early with Freddie, and so I'm just on the sidelines watching and cheering them on.
Amazing. Ryan said earlier today that he is the happiest that he's been with his car the whole year. What were some of the changes or adjustments that you guys made from even last round in St. Louis?
I mean, one of the big changes this year was putting the Mark V Supra B58 engine in the car. But again, Brian and Ryan, the spotter crew chief, they've been working on that from round to round, and honestly, they got it handled. So you got to ask Brian.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you, Steph. Really appreciate you. Guys.
Thank you so much, Lorette Nickel. Great insight there from Steph Papadakis. Kind of self-sufficient, you know, Papadakis Racing, but obviously they facilitate their kind of own program within the program. But all right, real quick, Seattle, let's check the temperature. Where are my Hero Manoa fans at? Where are my Ryan Turk fans at? All right, I don't know, a little louder for a Hero. That's what I heard a little bit there. Ryan Turk would love to prove you wrong. Where are my Formula Drift fans at? Make some noise! What an absolute legendary event. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. Again, Adam LZ is on the box. Please join us over at the podium, over there in the pits. Be giving out the trophies, having some words with them. And here are our finals. Round 6. And here are the stats. Look at 74, 70%. So our finals are set. Hero Manoa, Ryan Turk, Jared Deanda, Jacob Gettins here.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
I'm so ready.
So ready.
Brother, I'm so ready.
Brother.
Here we go, brother. All right. We're getting ready to send. Are you ready, bro? You ready? That guy's pumped.
That guy's ready.
That guy's jacked, dude.
Yeah.
This guy's jacked. Look, Osbo, you know, is not in the finals, right? Yeah, but you're still pumped. Hell yeah, that guy. Young man. All right, here we go. Oh, no, we are hearing that it is a competition timeout for Hero Manoa. Hero Manoa on the line, calls a comp timeout, bringing the car back in. What? Look at that. The wind comes out of the sails of the 14-year-old pilot. They're going to bring it back in, a comp timeout. You can see him pulling in there. Lorette, go run over there. What's going on? What's cooking?
There she is. She's in
there. She is. Look at that.
Go.
Look at
She's
fancy pants. Fancy pants, Lorette Nickel. Look at that. Dude, make some noise for Lorette Nickel. She's down there getting the hot stories. See Kevin Wells over there. Kazuya talking to Hero, finding out what's going on. The Jerry Yang Racing camp. Wonder what's up. What do you think's cooking?
Not sure. It almost looks like just coaching advice at this point. Like, hey, we got the 5. It's like It's like using the phone a friend to tell your dad you're about to win $1 million.
Right. The crowd. That guy came here with sleeves and they blew him off.
Yeah, they're gone.
That bootleg Morgan way. Hey, bro, family show, dude. Relax. Sheesh. Why are you so angry?
I don't know.
Man.
Should be happy.
Yeah, dude. Thumbs up or something. All right. See Kevin over there looking. Yeah, looks more motivational coach right now.
Yeah. So I'm not seeing the 5-minute clock starting as of yet. There's Trey, little Kev, as he's known.
Baby Kev.
Baby Kev.
Yep, Trey there in the background. There's Kevin on the case, finding out what's going on. They have not put hands on the car, so no comp timeout. So I think he's telling them what's going on, and then once they get hands.
So they have pulled it in and declared a 5-minute timeout. So they are going to need to use it, or they've used it up. Realistically, it's a similar situation that happened with Odie, where had to go in and take a look at it. But very, very curious what's going on as a hush falls on the crowd.
Yeah, tension. I mean, the tension's so thick. Fans here in the building. We got
teams got
some hand tools out.
So the teams are able to get everything ready. They can kind of get near the car without actually touching it. Get everything sorted, get jacks in place, jack stands ready to go.
Oh, we got clock is ticking, sorry. But clock is ticking, hood is popped. What's going on here? Checking solenoids.
Could be nitrous. I mean, once again, very, very hard to tell based on where they're looking, kind of gingerly going through.
Oh. Wow. What an anticlimactic if Turk gets just handed the win, if Manoa, I mean, it's happened before. Nice snap-on shirts there. Thanks, guys. Snap-on. Heck yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to have to see what all is going on. Hopefully we can get a bit more info back up. We know about as much as you guys do at this point.
Yep. So clock is ticking. Cheer them on. They could hear you over in the pits. Cheer them on. What do we got cooking?
So.
Solenoids? What's he messing with? Like nitrous?
Could be.
Lorette, do we know? Do we have any info? Obviously, let them work on the car, but do you know anything?
Of course. So what I'm hearing is that it's an electrical issue. So his radio went out, and that's why he came back. So the team is in the back here. It looks like they have hands on the battery, and so I'm trying to find out what else is going on and what's transpiring down here.
Yeah, and obviously need the electrical and the communication, what's going on with him. So he's just decided to flip it around. So power issues.
Always check the grounds. It's always the grounds.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, the system's in the car. If one thing goes out, I mean, it's the right call to make. You would think, oh, you just lost the radio. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. But depending on how everything is wired up, that may be an indicator that there's other systems that are not working. So you're in the finals. There's no point in taking the risk. Take the 5 now. See what's going on. But, yeah, hopefully just a loose terminal or something along those lines.
Yeah, sun is setting. We're losing some light here as well. Local time just before 8 o'clock. Just about a few more minutes till local time again, 7:55. So 5 minutes till 8.
And the clock is going to be running down quickly. Just a quick reminder, they only have 5 minutes. It's not a lot of time to be going through this.
Yeah. All right, down to Lorette. What's going on?
Well, I wanted to talk to Kazuya. You were talking to Hiro. Can you give us a little bit more detail of what's happening?
He was saying at the burnout box, something like electric issue, like a throttle didn't work, radio disconnected. So we're fixing something electrical. Yeah, but should be fine.
I love the optimism, and as you could probably hear in the microphone, the car is starting up. So again, it is an electrical issue because the radio went out. Duct tape is starting to come out. The team is talking. We have 2 minutes left on the clock.
Cheer them on.
They can hear you. They can hear you.
Cheer
them on.
Guys, come on now. That guy's unimpressed. That guy? No, that guy's unimpressed. Oh, he's giving thumbs up. Yeah, dude. All right. Don't mess with that guy. All right, they're buttoning it back up, baby. Come on now, let's go, Hiro. Hiro Manoa. Ryan Turk waits, the plot thickens, the tension mounts. There it is, rolling out. You see the clock back there, just under 1:30. And Manoa comes back out, and hey, there's no guarantee that it doesn't shut down on him as he enters that burnout box too. That has happened.
We did see the nitrous solenoid purge. I mean, we got lights in the front. I saw the dash light up, the button box, so things are looking good.
Saw a little fist pump.
Yeah.
Saw a little fist pump from Young Buck.
What does this do to the confidence of the driver, though, knowing that there might still be some sort of gremlin? I don't think he cares.
No,
not even a little.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is what he came to do. This is, you know, again, second place. He goes back-to-back podium, St. Louis, and now here. Turk gets his first podium of the year. He's on the line. He's ready to do it. And there we go, getting the applause from our FD staff, entering the burnout box. Cross your fingers. Let's make sure that Hiro Manoa is able, up and running. What do you expect here? What are your expectations here?
I expect this to be a carbon copy of what we've known Hiro Manoa to do, which is a very, a stylish and safe lead run that fills all the zones. Ryan Turk potentially being very, very aggressive in the chase. They'll swap it around. Hiro Manoa will find another gear and just stick it in the door of Turk. And then it's going to be just splitting hairs. And that's what it's going to be.
You know, and again, we've talked about it. It's been kind of the murmurs as far as Hiro's pace through the course, maybe a little slow or something, but you know this. So now you have to adjust your line, how you drive. So Hiro Manoa out front, and
I'm not seeing him pull up. I'm seeing.
He is not pulling up, dude.
Now, and the lights.
Come on now. The lights are on still.
Well, the decel lights are showing all green right now, which is not correct.
Really?
No.
And it looks like Hiro might be out. And Hiro Manoa is out. Hiro Manoa is unfortunately out. The throat chop was given. We heard it from the officials. So Hiro Manoa is out. Ryan Turk will have a celebratory run. Hiro Manoa, unfortunate turn of events, but you gotta get it across the finish line. Hey, wanna run, make some noise, Seattle. Hiro Manoa, Ryan Turk in the finals, and here is Ryan Turk on a celebratory win run here at round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Ryan Turk, lay out, listen to this hot rod. The 6-cylinder hot hatchback, Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla Rockstar Energy Drink gets the win on Nitto tires. Ryan Turk with his first podium of the season. As he finishes it, throws up the fingers, and that will be number 1. Ryan Turk gets the win here in Seattle. Hiro Manoa, back-to-back podium, St. Louis, and now here in Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we talked about. This is where the teamwork makes the dream work. I mean, keeping the car running, keeping everything going, and the war of attrition that was Ryan Turk's weekend. Not the way anybody wants to win, but at the end of the day, this came down to the car that made it through, and that is Ryan Turk. Hiro Manoa, don't forget, taking second place, another podium for the young legend of Hiro Manoa. Absolutely outstanding. And it looks like he's able to get the car at least moving as they come back around. A huge round of applause for your first and second place drivers here in Seattle.
Unofficially, Hiro Manoa jumps up to 3rd place in standings.
Wow.
Yeah, just edging out Frederick Osbo. Manoa jumps up to 3rd. And there it is, James Dean, 496. Odie sits in 2nd, 104 points behind. Hiro, you can see that. Do the numbers. Osbo and Adam LZ jumps up to 5th. Wow, what, you know, again, all this crescendo, and you gotta keep it, you gotta cross the finish line, and look at that, Ryan Turk jumps up to 8th, Shanahan sitting there in 10th, look at Matt Field, he's in 6th.
Yeah, what a shakeup from this weekend.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, here they are. Make some noise for them as they step outside of their car. These are your podium finishers. Join us over at the podium, giving out the carbon fiber trophies. Have some words with them. Jacob Gettens will be rapping out with them for the Outer Zone podcast. Thank you so much as they're going to be stepping outside of their car. And Lorette Nick will have some words with our winner. Again, congratulations to Ryan Turk. Look at that. Hugs for Manoa and Ryan Turk. What a bummer for Manoa, but still back-to-back podiums, third on his rookie season here in FD USA.
Wow, absolutely wild.
All right, here they are, finishing third place here at round 6, the Formula Drift Pro Championship, Adam L.Z. Second place from Japan in that Juku Racing 86, Hiro Manoa. And last but definitely not least, an OG, a veteran of FD, piloting that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla Nitto Tires Rockstar Engine Race Service. Your winner here at round 6, the Formula Jet Pro Championship, Ryan Turk. Lorette, I told you, put that mic in his face. Ask him about Shannon Roman. He's going to cry like a baby. Ryan, go ahead and cry. Let's see those tears. Congratulations. Down to you, Lorette.
Ryan has been waiting for this moment since Long Beach 2022. It has been that long since you have clinched a win, Ryan. Obviously, there is so much emotion. What are you thinking about? What are you processing right now?
I mean, it's been a dogfight all the way through, and first off, it's a bummer to win that way without actually going out with a battle with Hiro. So, the boys gave me a car to drive this weekend, and it's the first time I felt that connection with the car this entire season with the new engine and changing a lot of things. So I couldn't be happier. We showed up this weekend, threw our old playbook away, and basically started from scratch with some help from some people outside. So thank you to that guy. And I knew that we were finally going to be a contender this round, just having that connection with the car again.
And you said that this was the most comfortable that you've been with the car all season long. What were some of the adjustments that you made?
We just decided, we brought in a little bit of outside help to figure out a new strategy, because what we've been doing is just banging our heads against the wall, trying to make the old playbook work, and it just hasn't been. So we decided to try some things way outside the box of what we normally would do, and we showed up this weekend.
And of course, the first call will be to Shannon and baby Roman. And what do you think you're going to tell her about how difficult and how challenging this win took?
Well, Roman's been sick, unfortunately, and I know Shannon had to get some sleep because he's probably going to be up in the middle of the night tonight. So she'll probably check her phone and see what happened and give me a ring at that point. So she's watching this. I love you, Shannon. I love you, Roman, and I'll see you guys at home tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Your winner here in Seattle, Ryan Turk.
All right, he was holding back those tears, man. Congratulations to him. What an effort. You could feel it, you could sense it, and now there they are. Congratulations to him. Again, Hiro Manoa, a little anticlimactic, but guess what? Well-deserved. Hiro going back-to-back. And, of course, Adam LZ, his team putting this car together in 2 weeks and put it on the box out of the gate, like you said, man, like just showing up, here we go, let's see how it does, boom, on the podium.
The season that should never have happened,
right.
And it's all coming together, and now seeing how far up in the points he is, Hiro Manoa up into, third, it's wild, and we still have 2 more rounds to go.
Yeah, 2 more rounds. We got Utah. We have that of Irwindale. And then October 19th, 2024, we crown a 2024 Formula Drift Pro Champion. Be sure to tune in, watch Utah here in just a few weeks. And again, October 19th, on behalf of Lorette Nickel, Jacob Gettens, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you to our judges, Reese Marin, Brian Eggert, Robin Ishida, Vernon. We'll see you in Utah. Thank you so much to everybody. Come over on the podium. We'll see you in Utah, see you online, or we'll see you another time. Thank you so much to all the hardcore Formula Drift fans that have either in the building or online. There is a schedule. We got a new winner here at round 6 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. Thank you so much to everybody. We'll see you online, or we'll see you another time. Send it, Formula Drift Nation!
Never go slow, walk about like a rhino.
gravel. We gotta live pronto. Your friends like Colombo. You be a judge like Hondo. Gotta stop on the convo. We gotta live pronto. Your friends like Colombo. You be the judge like Hondo.
Getting to the side of Motorsports. Ryan Turk gets into the side.
Minutes left on the clock.
Never go slow, work hard like a rhino. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word right. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like you